Welcome to the Roadshow podcast.
Baby Bleu,
What's good? What's good? What's good?
what's been happening, brother?
No much, my man. Oh shit. We starting now?
Oh, we starting now.
Oh, okay. Shit. What's good? What's good? What's good?
Same old shit, brother.
Yeah.
Just growing like a plant in the wild.
No, that's sick. That's sick. Nah, it's been a minute, my man. It's been a minute. It's been like a year since we've done another one.
I think it has.
It's a full year. Yeah, it's a full year. So thank you for having me again. Shit.
No, it's all good. It's all good. What's been happening? You've got some new music coming out soon.
Yep.
And with the lovely Brazen.
No.
What the hell was that
Yeah.
about?
Okay. So that's a show that's coming up on the 23rd.
Ooh.
So we're doing a show at the Carco Raceway.
Yeah.
So the show's called Bust Down. It's with quite a few local acts that's actually coming up. So you got the Brazen Bobby.
Yeah.
Then you've got Slim Back. You've got Izza. You've got Dolo. Dolo's a guy from Broome. He's actually coming down here for the show. So you got quite a few local acts that's going on this one. It's going to be cars there. There's going to be raffles. It's quite a lit show actually. We had like a photo shoot last week about it, but yeah, that's on the 23rd.
Right.
So that's coming soon. But music side, my man, yeah, like been pretty busy. So we've obviously got this song coming out on the 7th, this Friday actually.
Okay.
Called One Love. So that's like a single that's been in the works for some time now. So that's coming out with a video. So I'm pretty excited for it to actually. Yeah.
Congratulations. We're
Thank
dropping
you.
again.
Yeah, I know, right? I know.
yeah.
I'm excited. But yeah, man, I've just been busy with music really. Like we took a trip to Melbourne like couple weeks ago, maybe like 4 or 5 weeks ago, and then we came back. We took a week off to Melbourne, did a couple shows, came back.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that was a really good
How's
experience.
Melbourne going at the moment?
Oh man, I love it. I love Melbourne. I love it. I would say if I was to choose before I knew what Perth was, I'd probably choose Melbourne. But
is that right?
Yeah, Melbourne is kind of more my vibe, but like I love Perth, man.
What's it about Melbourne that has the draw for you?
Just the busyness.
Yeah,
like how busy,
you like a busy
how
city?
active. Yeah, like the nightlife, the night lights, like everything. It kind of just ticks all my boxes, but like, Perth's my city, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't move.
100%. Did you get to catch up with your brother over there?
Yeah. So he joined us on the tour. So it's like, it's about 2 years since he moved from here. So we didn't even catch up for that long. But yeah, we obviously stayed in contact, but it was so nice to kind of have him there for like a whole week, just spend time together. We made like 2 tracks as well. We made some music together. We shot a video together. So.
Finally.
Yeah, I know, right? So fingers crossed. We'll see when that will come out, because like we've obviously got our own stuff going on at the moment. But like when we kind of fix the times up, we'll align it pretty well. So that I can't wait for that. Yeah.
Nice. Now, One Love. What's this about? Like.
Wow. One Love, man. It's about a couple of things. So mainly, like personally, it's about like honesty and love. One Love, like literally represents like that one love you've got. So whether that be music, your life, your partner, your job, whatever it is, you have that one love. You want to pursue it. So this is more about like past situations and what kind of like were like issues of me dropping and stuff like that, now going into me being able to drop a lot more and stuff like that, and being able to be in the music industry. And there's a lot more stories to tell, so it's more mixed with like the past and then a bit of what's coming into the future, or what's going to happen in a sense.
Nice.
But yeah, it's literally about now or never. One love. It's like if you've got that one love that you really want to pursue, whether music or whatever, push for it.
Get after
Don't stop.
it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I like that message.
So that's like, so it's a quick track. Hope you guys like it. We shot it at the airport actually.
Really?
Yeah, we shot it at Melbourne airport, and then we shot some here in Perth airport. So that was pretty fun. Like I was just walking around the airport with the AirPods in my ear, just like doing the lyrics and stuff. Jadon was just following me everywhere. So it was fun. Oh,
that's cool.
So that was like my first time doing it in an airport or anything like that, like sort. But now it was sick, man. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Yeah.
So when was the let me reframe that question. When the idea came around to do a song like this, what was the real catch? Did you like have the idea in the first place, or did you know that it was going to be like you wanted to drop this because you did the stripper fucking vibes and all that before?
No, actually, man, like the way this song particularly kind of came around was like we've obviously dropped the tape like last year. Then we had a couple of things that we had going on with like the beers and stuff like that. So we had a whole bunch of things just going on, and then like I kind of had to just take a seat down and just go, what am I really trying to do? Like, what is it that I really want to kind of put out as an image, or like as a message, or anything in general? So yeah, I sat down with myself for a bit and went through a couple beats, and then this one just kind of like hit from the jump. Like it just like hit my gut for a second. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like I'm going to start writing to this. And the first line that came was, they said, talk less, say less, I'm about it. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to run with that. Nice. So I started with that, and then that just kind of wrote the whole song for me. And then, yeah, kind of made it what it is right now, which is sick. Yeah, I've had it like in the files for about a couple months before we even decided. So I was like, maybe it might not age well. Maybe it's just like a quick freestyle thing. If you miss that timing, maybe it will not sound good a couple months later, kind of thing. But then it's aged pretty well. It's aged for like a year or something now.
So you wrote it about a year ago?
Yeah, about 9 months ago, 8-9 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's quite a while ago that we actually wrote that and then put that together. Really. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what was the writing process on this one?
Oh wow. Nothing.
Was it quick? Was it out of the way really quickly?
I wouldn't say quick. Like usually with songs with me, I'll take like about a day or two to kind of do everything properly.
Right.
Like I'll record everything in that one day, and then I'll sit on it on repeat, and then if I don't like something, I'll go back and change. But the writing aspect of it kind of just all went through one night, like because the song itself is not too long. It's like a minute or minute 30. So just that whole aspect of it is just like start to finish. It's just a verse. There's no hook. There's no like chorus. There's nothing. So it's just a verse. So that kind of just wrote itself out just through passion, just through emotion. No. So there's nothing I really needed to go back and change because that was just exactly how I felt and what I wanted to say. So it came out in the best way possible. So I was like, I'm going to run with it. And then I sent it off to Rack over here. And then he was like, fuck, yeah, we're running with that one. And I was like, yeah, say less. So we shot the video in Melbourne. And then, we just uploaded it like a couple of weeks ago. So we can't wait for it to be out soon, man.
That is wild. That's awesome that you had such a quick turnaround time as well.
Yeah.
Like, I know some guys that have sat on songs for 5-6 years.
Yeah.
You know, it does get kind of like crazy but music's like that. You can have a song that's like instantaneous, straight off the brain, and then you could have a song that you've really got to fucking sit down and
see. It also, I reckon it also comes down to like how what's the word? It's like how secure you kind of feel in your like music or in your songs, because like there's a point where like I even do it myself. I'm like I question or I hate some of my tracks. I'm like, nah, it's not good enough, or maybe this doesn't sound right. Maybe this not.
Well, like you're questioning.
Yeah, you just question yourself too much to a point where you get like like that track's just left your mind of even wanting to release.
What do they call it? Overanalysis leads to paralysis.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
The one.
Exactly. So it's like stuff like that. So I do it myself. There's like quite a few times I've done it to myself. But if it's something that like really speaks to you and it's something that you really like, that's the message I want to get out, don't sit on it. I'd say go for it. Like whether you put it on SoundCloud, YouTube, or even if you get a chance to get it on Spotify, do it. Like
I think that's the difference between a good writer and a bad writer.
Yeah, facts. 100%,
you know, just 100%. What you just said just then. You know, like I think too many people do sit on it, overthink, and don't get it done, and it leads to them not chasing it 100% because they're if you can't trust yourself, who can you trust?
Yeah, facts.
Especially for your ideas.
Facts. No, that's true. Nah, and that's the thing, because like there's a lot of good writers here. But I think the one thing I hear quite a bit from them is just like, oh man, I don't know if I want to drop it. Oh man, I don't know if this is the one or this and that, you know? But like, again, as much as you doubt yourself, you're never going to know unless you try.
Have you had many of those songs where you
100%.
Have doubted yourself on it?
Quite a few, actually. Like there'll be songs that like Rack likes or Me's likes or like some of my boys like, but I'll just sit there and go, maybe I could do that better. Maybe that just sounds off. But they're like, nah, this is it. We need to do this type of video. We need to do this. I'm like, okay, cool. So they're already getting like ideas spread in their heads. I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe I'm just being too harsh on myself, you know? Or maybe I'm just like doubting myself a bit too much. So there's ways to grow out of it. 100%. I'm not saying I'm fully there yet, but like I still question the shit out of myself. But yeah, there's ways that I've grown out of it to be like, all right, cool. Like don't question it too much, because like the more you try to perfect something, the more it's never going to be your perfect thing. You know what I mean? You're just going to keep trying to perfect it to different ways. So like, yeah, no, 100%, man. Like, yeah, I like, this is just one of them songs where I was just like, yeah, we just got to go with it. We're just gonna run with this, and we've got like 4 others like lined up after this, but like they're all different kind of tracks and stuff. But this is the one that I was like, yeah, it has to start it off. It has to be like that intro into the releasing, you know? Yeah. So yeah, no, it kind of just worked out well, man. It just panned out really well.
Beautiful. Who produced it?
So this one was produced by a guy called 1080 Pel. I think I would have mentioned him like the last time I was here by the couple of guys I used off YouTube and stuff. That, yeah. So 1080 Pel, like Brent, like this guy's just been going crazy. Again, like he's like one of the couple guys it's very hard to get in contact with or like message across.
Standard.
Yeah, literally. When it's like you gotta wait, like time differences and stuff is kind of annoying, but like no, it's cool. Like
America.
No, so he's more Europe. I think he's Switzerland. So
Right.
yeah, I think he switched. So like, I think that's where he resides, or maybe he just put that as his home state or something.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I think he resides in Swiss or maybe US. But like,
Paying
yeah, man.
less taxes.
Yeah, 100%. You know, like when producers, if they live there, they're making money. But
Oh,
like,
yeah. Come on.
No. But like, honestly, man, like it's just good to be able to work with him or like his beats and stuff like that, or just being able to respond or collab or just be like, oh man, hear this out or whatever. But even though he takes his own time, it's just like it's good to be able to reach out to them, just so they know like, oh, what type of artist is hopping on their beats and this and that, whatever the case is. But yeah, man, like, so this one, we're not really as too close, but like, yeah, it was a privilege to work with him again.
Yeah.
1080 Pel, he's a great producer, I love him. But yeah, man, like, so
Mixing agent?
mixing is always my dog. So mixing mastering is Slifer. He couldn't be here right now, but he's always with
Is
me.
he dead?
No, he couldn't be. No, he couldn't be right here because he's no. He wanted to be here. He wanted to be here because he wanted to be here. He wanted to be here because he saw the first episode and he was like, oh damn, I'll come for the next one.
Yeah.
So I told him like, we got another one coming up. He's like, no, I'd love to make it, but like he's going to Japan in like a couple days. So like he's just doing like his shopping and everything, getting together.
He's from here?
He's from here. Yeah, he lives here.
So many people right now going to Japan from here.
Bro, yeah.
Right? There's so many artists. Didn't old mate just go to
Stan?
Japan?
Yeah, Stan just did a trip.
Caviar?
Before we went to Melbourne, yeah, he did a trip as well. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, like this.
Japan's dope. For, like,
Yeah, bro, the scene there would be crazy. The scene there would be crazy.
An artist that's not a Japanese artist that went over there.
Yeah.
Pretty hard.
True.
And like he makes music like
He makes that
similar type of sound. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
Stan's music is very similar to what they kind of make over there.
I didn't know that. I didn't even know they had a hip hop scene in Japan.
No, yeah, like hip hop, like house, like yeah, bro.
From the 90s, bro. Like
Oh.
back in the day, Japan used to have like one of the best like Sorry, I'm just fucking.
No.
They used to have some of the best records for sampling in Japan. And throughout the 90s, there's if you guys, a little bit of hip hop history, look up a producer called Nujabes. He was pretty much called the J Dilla of Japan, and like he was a big reason why Nigo. I don't know if you guys have heard of Nigo.
Yeah.
He's like a Japanese designer.
Right.
Him and Nigo and a few other boys were part of this like conglomerate of dudes that were like into hip hop, fashion, and skating and graffiti, but like in Japan. And back then it was like seen as a big no-no, but like, they were like, they pretty much, Nigo and Pharrell are like best friends now.
Yeah.
He's a big part of like Virgil Abloh's like, fashion.
Do you know he
like,
made an album?
come up, yeah.
Do you know he made an album, Nigo? He made an album. He put ASAP on there, put Tyler the Creator on there, put Pharrell on there, he put like big names on there.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Look up Nujabes and it will lead you down a
Yeah, bro.
rabbit hole.
So no, they've got a scene there for sure. They've got a nice scene there, and like even for someone like Slifer, because he's a producer, for him to go over there for like a week or two would be like amazing thing for him. He could just film stuff, he could record with people, he could just send beats across. So he's been looking forward to kind of going on a trip like this, and he's never really taken a holiday too. So this would be really good. So I wish I could have gone with him, but like we've got stuff here to do, so we couldn't make that trip. But he would have loved to be here. But like no, Slifer does most of my mix and mastering. Anything that I make goes to him.
Right.
So he pitches it, he corrects it, he does everything I need it.
Hectic.
Yeah, he's actually a source god, bro. He's like, yeah,
Source god.
Yeah, like literally, he's actually a source god. I would love for you to meet him one time.
Yeah, I'd love to meet him.
Yeah, for sure. But like, no, Slifer does most of my stuff, like music related and all that.
Interesting. Mastered by
Slifer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, mix and mastering, both.
Heck
Yeah, he does both.
That's cool.
Sometimes even when like producers like kind of master their beats, and then so how it works is like when you master your beat and someone has to record over it, you can't kind of like fluctuate the volumes or whatever. You can't like tweak the volumes or anything. So it's like you need the beat unmastered. So what he does is sometimes when we buy the beats and stuff, we get the stems. He'll go in there, he'll like unmaster it, he'll fix it so it sounds perfect, the bass is not overpowering, whatever, and then he'll master the whole track again. So stuff like that. So that's why I call him the sauce god, and that's why he is the sauce god.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
You need a process and a structure to it, and if you've already like kind of figured a pathway on how to do that, and when you do that for every song, it's always going to be fire.
Facts.
Yeah.
And I think he's kind of just learned what my sound is, and that's the best part, because like working someone close by, you can just kind of learn each other's sound or what he likes, what he doesn't like.
Yeah.
So now he knows exactly what I like. So every song I give to him now just comes out perfect. I'm like, fuck yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So sick. I can't wait to show you a couple that we've been working on, but later down.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think music has taken a huge turn in Perth at the moment.
Yeah.
It's actually like you can see the industry making a move. I like it. I like it.
A lot of guys, 100%.
How many fucking shows from East Coast to West Coast are there right now?
A lot, and there's still more going until the end of the year. That's crazy. Yeah, festivals as well. That's the crazy spot.
I think it's actually like it's kind of about time.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
You know, I think we've been pushed down for too long, thinking like that Taylor Swift shit. You know, she's not coming to Perth.
Yeah.
So tell me.
Talk to me.
What did you get to do while you were in Melbourne? Did you played some shows there?
Yeah, we did 3 shows there.
Where'd you play? So
we did the Bad Decisions Bar, did Laundry, and we did Bonehead Brewery.
Right.
Yeah, Bonehead Brewery is more of a it's a local brewery that's there actually. And so pretty much Bright Tank and them got together, and they kind of did a collab to have their own like drink come out. So Bright Tank and Bonehead Brewery. So it's called catfishing or gone fishing. I think it's called gone fishing. So that was a pretty nice flavor they actually did. So we got to do a show at the brewery in Melbourne. It was like an upstairs kind of stage. It was pretty cool. So we did that with them. That was like our last show, I think. Second last show. That was our second last show.
Right.
That was like, for me, that was like my funnest one. And then I would say Laundry was like my second, like the best one.
Yeah.
So we landed there on the Monday. So we landed there on the Tuesday, sorry. And we had a show the same night. So we landed there Tuesday, everyone got together, went to the crib, got everything ready, and we went to the show. So we had first night show. Then we had like a day in between where we weren't doing anything. So everyone just kind of got to kick it, just kind of just link up, do whatever you need to do, go out, get food, whatever, vibes, this and that. So we did that for the like first 2 days. And then third day in, like these guys had to go do a festival that they were doing. It's called Gab's Festival. It's a pretty big like local brewery brewing festival.
It's the biggest
beer festival in
Sev was over there with you
yes,
today, yeah?
Yes,
right,
yeah.
my guy. Yeah, okay.
So they did that in the Melbourne Museum, and that was huge, bro. Like they did it.
What?
They did it in the inside of Melbourne Museum, which is pretty sick.
That is awesome.
Sorry, Joy. Sorry.
No, go.
He's in the right path.
Yeah. No, keep going. No, he'll get it correct.
It was next door to the Melbourne Museum. It was a like Melbourne like exhibition hall, which is like this giant ancient, like there's paintings on the walls and shit and the ceilings.
It looked like classy as fuck. Yeah.
But yeah,
dope.
We were there for like 3 days.
Yeah.
Right.
After the first show.
Yeah, after the first show, they were like 3 days back to back.
Everyone was working on that.
Everyone was working on that trip. It's either everyone was.
I did not stop working.
Yeah, like it was
cool.
either like they were either shooting content or they were like talking in the content, or someone was recording, or someone was writing a verse upstairs. Like it was just vibes. Everyone was doing something. Someone was on a meeting. Someone was on a FaceTime call. Like someone was doing something.
Cool.
No one was just like sitting there doing nothing in a sense. But like no, it was pretty fun, man. Just seeing that, like these guys had like 12-hour days back to back for like 3 days at the festival. So we didn't see them as often because they were out. But like when I went on the last day to see the festival, bro, there was like tons of people just getting lit off just testing beer and just being there. Like it's cool. It's good to see it, you know. It's like community hubs. It's good to see it. And like just seeing Brighton get the name and recognition and like it got in Melbourne from the festival was pretty sick as well. Like everybody kept asking. They did like a Air Force raffle giveaway. There are a couple of Air Forces. They were giving custom Air Forces. So it was sick, man. There was like a lot going on in those 3 days for them. So we had like, that was like the big festival that we had for the trip. And then we obviously had the 2 shows after that. But then we also spent time, like some of us went and met like other people, like other artists and stuff like that in the city. We just went and recorded music, shot some music. Stan dropped like a video when we were there. He dropped a video like of all of us being in the house and he was just doing some stuff. That was pretty cool. I don't know if you've seen it. You would have seen it. He dropped it on like the 4th night or third or fourth night.
Was Perry P there too?
Yeah, Perry was there. Yeah.
Everyone was there. Like 506 and what the shit?
So
it was a weird like just.
Yeah.
The Despicable 8 or some shit.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Just a random batch of dudes. Few artists.
What was 506 and like Perry doing over there?
So
Perry was performing.
Yep.
506 was like both performing and also.
Yeah.
The way I planned it was like Blue had his brother, so
yeah.
I didn't feel like alone out there. Perry and 506 have known each other for God knows how long.
Yeah, straight out of levels.
And obviously Stan and I are close.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, Stan will be alright. So I just kind of made sure I like partnered everyone else.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna be super busy, whether it was between the shows or like Gabs itself.
Yeah.
I was like completely locked in. Like I couldn't take any spare time off.
Yeah.
So as long as these guys were like happy, comfortable, and
Facts,
good,
yeah.
I could go do my own shit without like stressing about it. So I'm sure every artist had like an artist that they fucked with, or a brother or a friend.
Yeah, man, it was just like, it's like any room you walked in the house, it's just like you can talk to someone or someone's asking you to do something, or everyone's just vibing. Like,
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It was just fun. It was
Everyone
like,
kind of has a finger in the pie too.
yeah, it was like a hype house in a sense. You know,
I
it's
love
like
that, man.
yeah, it was like
So
kind of one of
cool.
them settings.
Yeah.
But like, no, it was sick, man. I would love to go back to Melbourne sometime soon, and I think we're planning to do that sometime soon as well.
Nice.
Just kind of to keep those relationships still going. Eventually we'll try head over to Sydney, see what's happening over there for us. But like right now, it's just like Melbourne's been reaching out quite a bit. So yeah, it'll be good to go back there and see what else we
It's
can do.
such a massive city, man.
Yeah, facts. Oh man,
You can
bro,
spread so wide over there.
driving from the airport to the city was crazy. It took us like 40 minutes. We were just like seeing highways after highways, and then you get to the city, you're like, damn, what?
Yeah.
You don't even need to drive. Just start walking.
Yeah, just start walking.
Yo, that's crazy. No, it was crazy. Like walking at 2 a.m. in the night. It's just lively. Things are going on. So yeah.
Realize how little history Perth has.
Oh, right? Like the Victorian
4 or
markets?
5 state buildings. that-
Dude.
Oh, that's been there for a while.
You know, like-
yeah.
Motherfuckers, like there are people living in some of the they've like this building's been there for so long where someone's like had a business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
living
yeah.
there. There's like you know what I mean. There's so much shit.
Is it
going
the-
on. They've repurposed so much shit.
Is it the oldest city?
What,
I think
Melbourne?
it
Melbourne?
might actually
I'm
be.
not too sure. I'm not too
'Cause
sure.
Where we had Gabs was like apparently the first place they had a
True.
festival
Right.
in Australia.
Damn.
So like I can imagine it's
Damn.
It probably is.
up there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody
no.
Google that shit. Or I
Yeah,
can.
true,
Easy.
true.
Can you Google it?
But you know what's crazy? They had like this they had a hotel and it was like fully gold, like the whole building. I don't know if you guys seen it. It was like the Melbourne hotel or something. And we dropped one of the homies off there, and then I just looked at the building and I was like, I still
Sydney's
need a
the
video
oldest.
there. Like I just need to shoot something there. The video just looked. I mean, the building looks. It was full gold.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was like a hotel or something, and it was just. It's either the windows reflected like a gold tint, or because it just looked gold, or like rose gold.
Whoa.
But it was just nice. It was so nice. Like Melbourne's got nice skyscrapers, you know.
Yeah.
But like, nah, man, it's a beautiful city. It's
Yeah,
a
it
beautiful
is.
city.
It is. Sydney's a bit wild.
Sydney is. I heard. I've actually not gone like that. So I've only actually gone to Sydney once, but it was like for a day or two. But it wasn't that long, so I didn't really get to embrace the
Yeah,
city.
you really need to go for a couple of weeks.
Facts.
Really learn it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
You know, if we go, we're gonna have to do like a week, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Just like see, yeah,
2
just see
weeks
how
is
Sydney
fine.
is. But
1 week of reconnaissance. Before.
yeah, you see, yeah,
Brisbane
No,
is
fact.
like a bit of a weird one because it almost feels like WA, like Perth, right?
Yeah.
But it's like 3 times bigger.
true,
Yeah.
true.
And it's maybe like 20 years ahead of us.
Oh fuck,
Because they're highway overpasses. They
Yeah,
go
yeah.
3-4 high. One direction will go over an
That's-
already omnidirectional
Yeah.
fucking
Oh, what?
overpass.
That's crazy.
Bro, what
Nah, see, I
bugged me
haven't.
out, like, completely since I was in Europe was the toll roads, bro.
Yeah.
Like you
Tolls
drive,
suck.
You drive over a certain point and your car would just go.
Yeah,
And, like, we didn't know.
And
what the
yeah,
fuck
you
was
just
going
got charged.
on.
Yeah.
Then we'd get home and Justin would look at his car. Justin, our head brewer, would be like, "Why the fuck did they charge me $30?"
To drive through a fucking
drive.
tunnel. Yeah. It's fucking stupid.
Nah,
Actually insane, bro.
I used to work over in Brisbane, and they gave me like like no limit on my toll. So I didn't really like the company all that much. I must have racked up 1,000 a week.
that's fuck easy. That's
On a highway, just
Yeah.
That's, yeah, do you know what's crazy? In Melbourne, they've got this thing. So if you go too fast on the highway,
Yeah.
it beeps your car.
What?
Your car beeps. You hear a beep. So it won't flash you. It'll beep. So once you hear the beep, you know you've gone over the limit. You're about to get a ticket. I didn't know that until we got to Melbourne and we were
Sure that
driving.
wasn't the toll.
No. So we were driving and I was in the car. So Perry was driving. I was in the car with Perry. We're going down the freeway and we're talking. He was like, "Yeah, man. Like like if you drive past like the speed limit, like you get beeped." And I was like, "Beep? What do you mean?" Like he's like, "Your car beeps." I was like, "Okay, cool." So we start driving and we get beeped. He's like, "That's the beep." I look at him. I'm like, "Shit." He's like, "Yeah, we just got beeped." I was like, "Fuck that." I was
So
like-
is it a fine when it beeps?
So it will send you a fine. But like, yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure the technicalities, but I was just told like if it beeps, you don't get flashed. You just beeps your car.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. And I was like, how does that work? And I was like, oh, well, I didn't ask too many questions. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that's cool. But then we got
'cause,
beeped.
cars have the what do they call it? Limit detection or whatever the fuck it is, and then it'll beep itself. Like the car will
True.
beep itself if you go over the limit. Was it a rental car?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably that.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Dude, it was
Yeah.
rental. It was like a rental.
Look, that rental car went through a lot.
We went think like a bad whore.
Yeah, barely.
He was like so.
That's
like,
good.
at the end of the trip, like Maddie was like, bro, we'd be lucky if we don't get like, if we only got like $100.
Do you know what's crazy? And the best part is, we only had to do cleaning fees. That's it, done.
Yeah,
We dropped the thing on, we did.
Bro, I don't know what we did or how we finessed it, but like I guarantee you, the person that checked that car didn't check it properly.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, if you were on this Melbourne trip, you would actually,
there were like
yeah.
concrete fucking footprints in the van, bro. I don't know how they got there.
I've got a story for you. I was in Brisbane.
Yeah.
And we had a rental car, and we got fucked up, drunk as fuck, right? And we bet each other that we couldn't run downstairs from the apartment, run around the car, and run back up naked.
Yeah, you already flopped that one. The moment you made the deal, you already flopped.
Bro,
why would you do that?
Hold on. My mate goes out there. I'm not going to say his name. He goes out there, jumps up on the roof of the car, caves it in, and then slides down the windscreen, lands on the bonnet, caves it in.
No.
And I'm talking like a Mitsubishi, like
Shit.
it's crumbling, you know?
Yeah, you can't just dent a Mitsubishi like that.
Yeah, he runs. We all catch it on camera. He runs back up. I do the same shit.
No. No, that's fucked.
How much was the damage?
Dude, the next morning we were looking at all the damage, and I was like, looked at the roof, and it dropped about like maybe 2.5, 3 inches.
God.
When you can't even see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just like looked at it, looked underneath, and went boom, and it popped up.
No way. What?
It literally just popped it back. And then with the bonnet, we did the same shit. Like underneath the bonnet, it was missing the like felt part.
Yeah.
And then like between the holes, we just punched and it popped back out. And we were like, sweet, done.
That's crazy. What?
You could still see a little bit of, but
Yeah,
they didn't catch it.
That's good.
We won't mention what rental car companies we've all used.
No, they're all fucked anyway.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, fuck you, rental car companies.
Now, quick side note: we used to do that back in the day when we were kids. It's called humpbacking the car.
Yeah.
We used to humpback it. So basically, like knock and run.
Right.
So you go knock on someone's house instead of like standing there until someone gets to the door and then running. You knock on the car and you just like you flip their trampoline upside down if they got a trampoline, or like you jump on the bare back of your back onto their hood, and it dents it. But like no one actually fixes it. So if you can actually fix it, man, I wish I knew that back in the day.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have got busted for half the shit.
Oh.
Yeah, no. So we used to do that. We just used to jump on people's car and just like land on your
Was
back.
like the cars parked in front of houses?
Yeah, in your driveway.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so you just knock someone's door at night and then you just wait. If no one comes, you either flip their trampoline and you jump on their car. Yeah. If they have a trampoline, you just flip it over.
So either they're crying or their kids are crying.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, there's no grown-ass man with no kids got a trampoline.
It was like a knock and run alternative. Because like knock and run kind of got a bit boring because you just hide in the bush.
It's knock and run, but it's also property damage.
Yeah. See, we were kids. We never.
Yeah.
Roll the dice on jail time.
Yeah, you see.
See, I've done some dumb shit. Like probably the dumbest thing that I did when I was 18 was I reversed down the street in like a full front wheel drive car.
Yeah.
And then tried to do one of those spin things that they did in the movies.
Yeah.
Like you pull the handbrake and it just spins. It didn't work and I crashed into 2 cars and pushed it into a house.
Oh, fuck.
That's fucked.
I've ruined both their cars
Dangerous.
and their house. Yeah.
No, that's crazy.
How'd you go after that?
It was a couple of dollars.
I had a housemate. He got his like first Beamer. Went on a drift. He got to like this open like curve. It's like full like nice turn. You can just like take the turn nice, you know. He got to he revved it. His car was so low. It's like them Beamers that get done up, but like the front's really low or like the side's really low. So it's like the car was really, so you couldn't even go up a curb, bro. You have to be very careful. The guy like went to drift. He just like chipped all of his boards that was like on the side of the door in the front. Those little like what do you call it? Like it's like spoilers, but it's not really a spoiler. It's like a flap that keeps
like
it.
a flare.
Yeah,
kind of
the
thing.
flap kind of flicked and then like tore his hood off. Everything. Yeah, he had to sell the Beamer. Yeah, it was fucked.
It serves him right for having a car that low.
Yeah, no, but it was a nice Beamer though. It was like a maroon one. It was pretty nice. It was actually pretty nice.
Yeah?
It was like I think it was like a M2, M3.
Right.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
I like the fucking the sporty Beamers, M3s, M5s. Ooh,
yeah, they're pretty nice. M3s, M5s. Yeah.
Jesus.
No, 100%.
Damn. What's your favorite type of Euro?
Wow. My like dream one would be like a Bentley Continental. or like I would like a.
Well, that's not really.
Yeah, that's
like
just for
Euro
myself.
anymore because of Brexit.
Yeah, true. Fuck Brexit. But like, nah, okay. If it's not that, I would definitely say like I would get myself like a G-Wagon.
Yeah,
A G-Wagon, or
Mercedes.
maybe like a. Man, I can't lie. I like McLarens. They're nice, but like that's like a personal car. More like G-Wagon if it's like a family car type shit.
Yeah.
But Bentley Continental just because I just want to ball out in a Bentley Continental.
Is it a coupe?
Yeah, a coupe. Definitely
right.
a coupe. Yeah, 100%.
I like
You
that.
going just for the Continental or the GT?
The GT, yeah, the GT, the one that goes sport mode too, yeah, yeah.
One of my favorite cars. Hey.
Yeah, no, they're actually too nice. It's like the
Apparently, they're like driving a boat.
true,
Yeah.
The GTs, bro. Like Top Gear did like a drift comp.
True.
Up a mine.
Oh, what?
In somewhere in Western Australia.
That's fucked.
Like ages ago when Hammond and Clarkson.
Can I search this up?
Bro, look
Yeah,
it up.
go for
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite episodes, bro. It's like a bright yellow fucking GT that they like get the stick to pretty much like do like a course up this mining.
Nah, that's crazy. Top Gear was always on something when it came to those
Oh,
challenges,
really,
bro.
bro.
They were always on something.
The trio of the greatest.
What was it?
Yeah, literally.
GT.
Continental GT. Just say yellow mine.
Oh,
I think there was like an episode they had to tie something to the back of their cars and like drag it along, and someone tied like a log, and he's like, "Nah, it's not gonna break my windshield." The moment he started driving, like flipped through the car. I was like,
They're
"Nah."
in fucking Cambodia, and he doesn't have a hand. And he's like, he puts a log that's tied to the fucking table.
Yo, that killed
He's
it.
like, look how genius I am.
And he
He stops- no, but the first time he does it, it actually stops it from rolling back. And then he goes again, fucking flips it, smashes the window.
I started dying. I was like, "No, that's so good."
Fucking insane.
yeah. This is fucking wild. That's some
wait.
power, bro.
Yeah, dude, that thing's got like 500 horsepower.
That's crazy.
That's all-wheel drive as well.
See, I wouldn't get the yellow though. I'd do like an olive green.
I wouldn't get the yellow either.
Yeah.
But like this, that's the coupe that I
Yeah, 100%.
Look at it move, bro.
It's like it doesn't weigh anything,
I know.
That's actually yeah.
and it's what, a 1.4 ton car?
Probably more, man.
Yeah.
A couple of tons.
Holy shit!
That's a nice car. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
there's
definitely getting that
There's
car.
an upgraded one where it's like got like spoiler and like a bit less weight on it.
Yeah.
That's
As if you have like a $400,000 car and you're
you just-
taking it through a fucking mine. Like
Different.
that's
Different.
that's Top Gear for you. Yeah,
Literally.
no shit,
Literally.
right?
But they've done worse ones like that with cars. They've done like worse stuff. They've attached stuff to cars or like smashed cars
right.
together. They've done like
They did an episode where they went through, I think it was either Spain. There was this one city in Spain where literally no one lived anymore. There was like a recession had completely destroyed it. So there's all these brand new buildings and apartments that no one was in. So they just drove through it, like found their own houses to stay in for the night.
Jesus.
They all had like their own house.
See?
Yeah, they had a Ferrari, an Audi, and I think a Jag that they drove through there. And
Yeah.
because like there was no treatment on the roads, all the dirt and like fucking dust just ripped up all the carbon fiber underneath the car.
yeah. No, that's
They're already there for like a couple of days.
That's
Yeah,
fucked.
to go back to that question, just to go back to
yeah.
Koenigsegg would be my car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
what would yours?
Yeah, CCX, the Jesco.
Oh.
One of those, bro. They're fucking all amazing cars.
Yeah, nice.
What would yours be?
Adventador.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Have you seen that Lamborghini movie? The new one?
No.
They made a movie, about like how the guy started Lamborghini, like the whole story about how he got
Bro,
rejected, everything.
tell you the story
It's
right
pretty
now.
good. It's pretty good.
He started by making tractors.
Yeah,
Went to
literally,
Yeah.
literally.
Lamborghini tractors are fucking wild.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look this shit
Ferrari
up.
told Lamborghini, he was like, hey, I love your cars, but your cars aren't fast enough. Ferrari's like, well, fuck off.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, okay.
And he went mid. Yeah, literally. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, what the hell?
Nope.
Sorry, I just gave you the worst spoiler.
Nah.
Yeah, maybe we'll stop talking about cars for a second. We're just gonna sidetrack.
Nah. But
I can't type for shit. I never learnt. But I do as good as I can. Like, what the
they look
fuck?
like mining vehicles, bro.
What the shit?
They still make them, which is so funny.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's fucking wild.
That's probably like a collector's item or some shit. Probably not. They no one probably
Dude,
use it
look
on fields. Yeah.
That is fucking sexy,
Actually,
though.
it's a nice looking tractor, bro.
It's a really nice looking tractor.
They put some design on it.
I think I like this more than the car.
No, so Jeremy Clarkson actually fucking owns a farm now, and there's a show called Clarkson's Farm.
Right.
And he has a Lambo tractor.
That's
But
crazy.
It's actually considered the worst tractor.
No, that's crazy.
Because it's a Lambo tractor, not a fucking Lambo sports
I
car.
wonder how fast they go.
That's interesting, actually. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, how fast do you need a crop fields, bro? That's how fast do you need that shit to go?
120 miles an hour.
That's
how fast.
You're ripping the roots and the sand with it, bro.
40 kilometers an hour.
Oh, okay. That's not as fast, but that's all right for a tractor.
Yeah.
No, but it's not even fast for a tractor.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
That's not fast.
No, not for a tractor.
I bet they probably go like 60 or 80, maybe 100 max.
If you really
Solid
sprint,
Tractors,
You
yeah.
can get fast ones, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
True.
how fast was Usain Bolt?
I think it was like 20k, 23k an hour.
23k an
No,
hour.
way more. I think he's like 36, isn't he?
No, 11
he was
seconds?
He was like 9 something.
9 seconds. Yeah. Damn, you tarnishing his record, bro. Nah, okay.
44 fucking kilometers an hour. He runs faster than the tractor.
Yeah, that's fucked.
What the fuck?
That's fucked.
And he's closer to 45 than he is
I'm
44.
actually shocked that that's how fast
Yeah,
he
that's
runs.
That's ridiculous.
That's not human.
That's like 20 k's. What? Less than an emu?
How do you know how fast an emu runs?
I'm pretty sure it's 60 k's an hour.
I don't know.
Right?
How the fuck do you know how fast an emu runs?
Now-
It's insane how fast that is, dude.
that is fucking crazy.
That's actually crazy.
Man's no longer running, he's flying.
Yeah.
Dude, he's 10k shorter than a fucking emu. An
Yeah,
emu's
that's-
50.
That's
I
wild.
reckon if you got maybe like a 10-year-old emu,
Oh,
you would destroy
yeah,
it.
smash
Okay,
it.
so
You'd fuck it up.
They ride ostriches.
Yeah,
like
shit,
in
shit.
other countries, don't they? Is that a thing, or is that just in movies?
Not in the country where ostriches come from, they don't.
Right.
But in countries where they farm them,
Yeah, okay, right.
Okay, that would make sense. Yeah, that would make sense.
I'm happy emus aren't as big, like, they're just that big, you know? Like,
Yeah.
if they were like 3 times the size of what they are now, they would kill fucking everything.
emus are scary, but cassowaries.
Do you have like a thing for emus? Do you like emus or something?
Dude, just think about it. It's a fucking killing
No,
machine.
like I've never seen an emu, so I'm like, damn, this is like, yeah, okay, no shit, no
They
shit.
scare me the most out of any large bird. Like they
Cassowary?
Yeah, cassowary.
Yeah, because they're a
They can
descendant of
punch
a
you hard in the
raptor,
chest.
right?
Sorry?
They're a descendant of a raptor,
I
aren't
don't
they?
know what descendant they're
I'm
of.
pretty sure.
What?
They literally have this one giant like claw.
Mm.
They just through your chest, done.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, the emus
I-
have the same toe, that big middle
Yeah,
toe.
it's just the big middle toe.
Yeah, nah, that's
like a
that's
fucking-
crazy.
Some crazy Asian Chinese bitch who fucking love eating those things.
Just wet.
Yeah, chicken feet, emu feet.
Yeah, I can't lie.
You fuck with chicken feet? I ain't never tried it.
Chicken feet is a thing. It's good.
Real.
It's good.
You
Like
gotta get
it's
all
like
the little bones out
it's
of
not
the
a
top.
dish. It's not a dish you'd crave to like eat a lot of, but it's like a complimentary dish, bro. It's just like if you it's just like you have a couple pieces of it, you're cool. You don't need to have too many of it. It's nice. It's not too spicy. It's not nothing crazy. Not chewy. It's just
We're
got,
talking about Chinese
chicken feet. Yeah,
chicken
yeah,
feet.
yeah.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about like
Any
it's
chicken-
Like, bro, it's-
Apart from the boiled
We
shit,
have
I don't like
chicken feet.
boiled.
Yeah,
I don't
boiled.
like, I don't like boiled.
You don't like that hell
Chicken
white.
feet.
Fuck that.
What was that?
We have a version of chicken feet where it's like okra and like chili and shit.
Ooh.
Yeah, see stuff like that. Yeah.
The reason why there's certain places that people eat chicken feet is because like I've realized living in a Western country that we waste a lot of parts of animals that are like fairly edible.
Yeah.
If you knew how to cook it properly,
Yeah.
you'd probably eat more. You know what I mean? Like cow tongue, for example. Fucking amazing.
Yeah, I can't lie.
Cow tongue is fucking
Yeah, I
good.
tried that the other time.
It's
Yeah.
so
You
soft,
wouldn't know that
man.
unless you ate like Middle Eastern food.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Cow heart is good too.
Cow heart's amazing.
Never tried that.
It's like a really rich steak.
True.
Yeah. Very, very,
True.
very, very tight fibers.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's almost like it feels like you're eating like
It's like
half
chewy
steak,
or is it like
half
dense?
liver.
Is it like chewy or is it like tough to eat?
Depends how you
Depends how you cook it.
True.
Fry it,
True.
it could be steaky. Like
Yeah.
But you smoke that shit, it's falling apart.
Oh shit. Oh, it's like
Slow cook it.
Yeah, slow cooking's good.
True. Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah, try it.
Yeah. No, I would.
You know what I don't like?
What?
Lamb's heart, which is
What?
Yeah.
I haven't had that before.
What lamb? Nah, bro. You can't hate on lamb. Like that.
Oh no, I love.
No,
lamb.
like lamb. You have to
I
try.
love
You
lamb.
have to try it though. You have to try.
Like brick. I love lamb.
Yeah. You have like lamb heart is pretty nice. I don't necessarily it's not a go-to dish, but I've had it growing up. It's not that bad. It's not. It's like chicken liver, lamb heart, like all them ones. I'm not too fussed.
Awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. The boys, well, I've got a couple of mates that are from Scotland, and they love haggis. Yeah.
What's haggis?
It's
It's like a bread.
No, it's sheep intestine.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
It's like
It looks
vegetables
weird.
And mincemeat cooked inside the
Oh yeah.
intestines.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's fucking strange.
Cool.
How did we get to this topic?
Yeah. no, let's go. Let's go. No.
Lamborghini trucks.
Yeah, no. But haggis, that's
right.
crazy. Nah, yeah, shit. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Speaking of Lambos, remember that video we were going to shoot at the airport?
Yeah, with the
I
hanger.
think it might be a good time to
Yeah, we could do that.
go out to
Oh, we had this idea. We were gonna. Oh, it's like a concept we had.
the
It's like
the
a.
song we weren't allowed to put out, hey.
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't that like we weren't allowed to put out. It was just that by the time I went to go buy the beat was already bought.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like it's just too much of a hassle to go around and get it all done. I'd
Just
rather
put it all
remake
up
the beat.
like a semitone.
Yeah, see, I could have done that, right? But like again, for me, it's like the way it was the way like I really liked it and I
Yeah.
wanted it to be. So it's like,
What was the track name again? 'Cause I remember it was
Touchdown.
meant- yeah, it was meant to be.
Yeah.
the-
Oh, okay.
yeah, it was for touchdown. So
Right.
I couldn't. So that was like the first track I aired on here actually.
Yeah.
So I couldn't eventually get that to drop just because like someone, I don't know who, but someone bought the beat. They probably released a song with it. So I couldn't get in contact with the producer. There's too much of a hassle. The only thing to do was remake the beat. But like obviously things happened over time. I just didn't have time to do it. So I just didn't end up dropping it. But eventually that's still in the vault. So I'm looking to kind of get that one out.
That's
too,
a fire song.
yeah. So the concept behind that was to do it in a hangar with like a plane and a couple cars and stuff like that. But yeah, no, definitely. So that's still there in the works. But when I get the time to go remake that beat, 100%.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
So tell me, what's Baby Blue got in the works for the next year?
Damn. Okay. So obviously I've got this single coming out this week. Then we've got like 4 or 5 more leading up after that. So that's hopefully dropping every month or 2 after each single. And those will have videos and stuff. So I'm trying to keep it consistent with the videos and stuff as well, just to kind of outreach myself a bit more. So that's like music side. That's all that's kind of happening at the moment. I'm just kind of sticking to singles and seeing how we go from there. But on a more business side of things, we're trying to like go back to like Southeast Asia, so like Malaysia, Thailand and stuff, tap in there a bit more. So like my culture and stuff like that, get the industries there involved in more of my music and stuff as well. And then obviously outreaching to like the eastern states and Sydney and stuff like that. So there's quite a few trips that we actually want to make and quite a few things we want to do like business wise. But we're taking it step by step so far. Like seeing Melbourne be accomplished and being able to go back there and do a lot more now is like a big kind of step for me and step for all of us, I guess. So it's like, yeah, just kind of taking it step by step, seeing how we go. But since the last year to now, man, it's going pretty well. I'm actually like liking it. The industry's been treating me somewhat okay, I guess. I think people like me in here. So no, definitely. But like, I'm
definitely
enjoying,
fuck with your shit.
No, I hope so. I hope so.
How was it on stage at East meets West?
Oh man,
Let's talk about that.
That was a vibe. That was actually a vibe. That was like my first time at Metro Cities.
Yeah.
Again, shout out to the guys, Steez and Rack, for putting me on for that set list.
Rack,
And a
you lose
lot
your
of-
voice that night?
Yeah,
I lose my voice like
Yeah.
once a weekend.
Yeah.
yeah.
Bad, like, I need to find that middle ground where I'm not completely losing my shit on the mic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's up there.
Yeah. Well, you're just showering too many people in your magic. That's all that is. your magic bar ran out.
It runs out.
It does. It does.
I'm not let it do that all the time. You know?
Kind of like almost have to exercise it, like when you're
Yeah.
not doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
When
so
was the last time before that you MC'd? Like
the weekend before.
weekend
Yeah,
before,
literally.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
I think I do every single weekend.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So you need like a Wednesday night where you just like
Yep.
scream in a room for.
My problem
bit.
is during the week I'm in meetings or talking to someone about something.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
an idea,
deals and
or I'm
shit.
selling for Bright Tank. And then on the weekends I'm talking about a new event. And
Yeah.
then I'm emceeing at that event.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking to everyone at the event. You know what I mean? I don't think I get enough time to just. That's why some days you just won't see me for like a couple of days. Or
Yeah.
You won't hear from me, or I just kind of take a little sabbatical. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think it's
you kind of have to,
You get burnt out very easily.
especially like that's a live format of music, right? And I think in all formations of music, you need a break. I was talking like ferociously with Marksman Lloyd about this.
Oh yeah.
And he stated like if he doesn't take time away from the booth, he's not 100% in the booth because he's just like aired out.
That's true.
He's got no more like
I
saturation
get that,
in him for like the character.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that. No, 100%. I definitely feel that. I guess for myself, I wouldn't be too close to that. I like being in the booth a lot. I think that kind of, whether I feel like writing something or not, it just keeps me sane.
Yeah.
I just like being around music. I think that's like my main thing. But like, I do understand when you have to like take time to go, okay, let me just deal with life. Let me just go deal with the shit I have to deal with to not bother me when I need to come back to this space. Yeah. So I definitely agree with that 100%. But like, yeah, man, no. For myself, I'd say I would love being around the music and stuff a lot more. So no, definitely. Like just whether I'm out on the mic or not, or whether someone else is recording, I'm just in the room, just embracing it. Like, I'm chill with that. Like, but no, 100%. You do need to take some time off for yourself. That's something he needs to do. But like, even though he says he takes time off, he doesn't really take time off for himself. He takes time off to like catch like a breath of air, and then like he's back at it again. But like,
that's love though. That's
passion. 100%. I respect him big time for it. Like that's like the one thing I really like actually look up to Rack about. It's just because like he just keeps pushing, you know. So it's like he won't take breaks. You tell him to take a break, he's like, work's not done. He's like that Kobe mentality that he's just got going on. So I'm like, all right, cool. So that kind of keeps me pushing and be like, nah, I can't just just lie in bed, or can't just kick back all the time, or not do this or not do that kind of thing.
To be fair, I think like, and this is not to say other artists aren't,
Can I have the lighter?
He's got it.
Thanks. I think Lou and I are from a place where you don't get things handed to you.
Yeah, that's very important.
You can't just get anything you feel like getting on the day. So it's like you can't. You learn to work extremely hard to get to where you want, and then you sort of, even when you're there, you don't feel like you're fulfilled yet. Is that weird hole you got to fill? Yeah. No, I think even you saying that you always want to be in the booth. I think it's where you're at the moment, man. Like you're so fucking fueled by your creative process. That nothing else matters, man. That's a fucking beautiful place to be. Some artists do get burnt out very quickly, and it's
that's why I was like, I respect that.
They have the wrong idea going in sometimes, and sometimes because they're established, it just takes a lot out of them.
Facts.
Everyone's asking for something from you, managers asking for this. You have deadlines you got to meet, and it becomes more of a job than a passion. So
facts.
I think this is that point where you can really, really hone in and tap into like making the best shit you can at the moment. Yeah. And then once it gets to the next stage where like, there's a bigger fan base, there's a bit more money coming in, and people are asking for your attention a bit more. That's where we sort of reevaluate where your headspace is at. Okay.
I agree.
Yeah, you need a break, or we need to go to Sri Lanka for a few months.
Literally.
That's dope as shit.
Yeah.
So where would you say that your like main point of like flow state is with your work? Like, is it in writing or is it in the performance?
Oh, definitely. It's in the writing. It's in like the making of the music. If the making of the music and the writing fits, then the performance comes. Yeah. Because like again with me and performing, like I obviously I get nerves before I go up on stage or whatever. But like when say Rack introduces me on stage or the DJ starts playing the track, I instantly get that feeling I would have felt when I made the track. So like that kind of gives me that what do you call it, like company on stage in a sense. Like it keeps me like what's the word I'm looking for here?
Centered?
No, not really centered. It's like it keeps me like comfortable, comfy, just know like someone's got my back, but it's actually the songs that's got my back in a sense to make me feel like okay on stage in a sense. So like 100%. It's more the writing, because if I'm really like okay and happy and satisfied with the writing, or it fits the track or the emotion I want to give out, then when it comes to performing it, like it automatically comes out. Whether or not like the first track I'm a bit shy on my feet, and then like second, third track in, that's it. Like the emotion's there, I'm feeling it. And then if the boys want to come dab this and that, like that just flows like fluently, Yeah. But 100% with the writing, I do take most of my time with it. Just because I love writing as well. I'm not like the greatest writer, probably. Maybe give me 2 years, I'll probably be. But like I just love writing. I love putting like stories together. I love putting like words together, phrases together. Just the whole. Yeah, like I just like painting the picture. Yeah, I love painting the picture. Especially if it's like from a personal experience. If that can touch someone, then that's like the biggest goal for me.
Yeah. Well, I think like with on-stage performance,
Yeah.
the work is the song.
Yeah.
Everything else is overtime.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
When it comes to it, like, if you've rehearsed it enough times, if you know the song, you wrote it, if it's fresh in your mind still, you ain't going to fluff it too much.
Yeah, I understand.
You know?
I understand.
And I've found with a lot of the shows that I've been to recently in Perth, people are putting on shows. Mm-hmm. You know, people are actually putting on shows. They're not just like going to a place and just performing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
they're putting on a show.
trying.
People
facts,
remember the shit.
Yeah.
And I think that's happening more and more. And that's what you've been doing as well.
100%. I mean, like, to bring it back to like even Eats Meets West, like for all of us guys that was in the west side of the kind of performance or stage, we were like, what am I looking for here? I keep fucking up the words. Like we had two sides, right? So you had like the west side, you had the east side. Mm-hmm. So the guys on the west side, most of us didn't even have spotlights before this, or majority of us didn't have much spotlights. So myself is like Perry's done a couple of shows here and there, but like it was his first time on Metros as well.
Yeah.
Who's the other guy on the Habits was on there as well. It was his first time at Metro, so it's like pretty much every guy on the West, it was like their first time at Metros.
Isn't that wild?
It was wild to see us go up against like like up with names like Lissy and Planet of Vegeta and stuff like that. Like the 046 and stuff. It was like pretty intense. I was gassed up myself as well, knowing that I was gonna go into something like that. I was like, whoa, okay, sick. This is like a really good opportunity kind of thing. Again, shout out to the guys for that. So it's like, yeah, when it got to that, like all of us decided in our own way or shape or form, decided to go like we're giving a show instead of just a performance kind of thing. And I think everyone that went on the stage on the west side kind of did that. And that what's kind of certified or cemented our names now a bit going forward of us doing the trip and coming back, me having to drop now. A lot of people know my name as well. So just being able to have those opportunities really helped as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, like even leading up to it, like bringing back on like the writing and stuff like that with like rehearsing towards the show and stuff. It took me, like I was practicing for like a whole month, just getting ready for like Eats Meets West. And like we had like final 2 rehearsals, and then I had Rack and stuff come into the room and just be like criticize this. So give me pointers, don't move around too much, don't do this. Cause like once I start feeling it, I start walking back and forth, bro. I just start like pacing the stage because I just love taking up the space. But he's like, you can take up the space by doing the minimalist things too. Like, just like moving your hands around or like voicing out, pointing this and that instead of having to move everywhere kind of thing. So just like points and like stuff like that just kind of help me, finalize or fine print my, performance side of things. But like, yeah, when it got to the show, I was like, okay, cool. The first guy went on, and then Rag goes on, one of my personal favorites, Baby Bleu. And then like, okay, cool. As soon as he said Baby Bleu, it was like time to go.
I'm making so.
Yeah, it was good because like it makes me feel like, it makes me feel like, all right, cool. Like I feel more comfortable. It's not just I'm by myself.
Yeah, and it inspires a little bit of confidence.
100%. Like it gets me gassed up as fuck.
And it's
like,
someone you know out there as well.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah.
As soon as I start spotting people in the crowd that I know, that's it. Like it's game over.
Yeah.
I'm feeling myself,
Yeah,
I'm going all in. But like, no, I like just the build up of that, like going out on stage and like feeling encouraged, to, like throw cans into the stage and like spray cans here and there. Like everyone just doing their all sorts of kind of things. Just it was good to see, and it's seeing like everyone's kind of taking the interest of evolving how the scene is kind of portrayed as well, like how we used to do shows and how we used to perform and how we used to pull up to a show or leave a show and stuff like that. So it's kind of all changed. It's a bit more like professional. I'm hoping to say, and it's hoping to move towards into that way. But like, yeah, no, it's good. It's really good to see my man. But like, yeah.
So currently is Jaden doing all your filming for?
Yeah. So Jaden does most of my videos, or pretty much all my videos.
Oh, cool, gangster.
Yeah, he's an eagle eye, bro. He's like a
fucking crazy talented dude, man.
He is, bro. He put that like the video we have with him coming up for the single. He put that together in like a day or two, bro. All I had to do is like call him and just be like, yeah. And he shot. You know what's the craziest thing? We shot it on the phone. So,
really?
So this was shot on like an iPhone 14.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So we shot everything on the phone. Like we use this camera a bit and stuff, but like it just came out crisp. Only thing I had to do is call him. Can you add like lyrics and can you add like subtitles and can you change this angle? Done. The video came back to me in like 2-3 days.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, cool. So that's Jadon, man. Like he's really
he does
good at
a
what
lot
he
of
does.
those videos where he compares like a camera to a phone and stuff.
Yeah. He does like his own reels where he's like sitting on a bench and stuff. And like you look at the quality of the footage, it's just crisp as hell, bro.
Yeah.
So I was like, I wouldn't want to choose anyone else apart from him right now to go shoot. I mean, there are a couple of good guys. Don't get me wrong, they do their stuff, but like Jadon's like an upcoming videographer I've seen that's like really on it, bro. Like he's about his stuff. So
Yeah.
One thing I love about Jadon is he's just a fucking good dude, man.
Yeah, man. Easy guy to work with and like a lovely person to be around.
Nice dude, hardworking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time everyone asks me about Jadon,
Yeah, bro, 100%.
Right.
You
Do you know what's a
good
good?
trip with us as well, and like
Yeah.
I don't know, there's something about him, bro. Like you just want to look after him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like you know.
Let me
everyone,
take care of
Nah,
you.
do you know what's crazy? He's so right because everyone else in the house knew everyone else was good, but we always made sure Jadon was okay. We always made sure like, yo, bro, you good? You need anything? Like everyone knew we're fine by ourselves, but we just made sure like this guy was taking care. Yeah.
So baked one of the nights. We gave him some cookies and he was already had
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we got
He
gifted
was
like.
up all night talking to everyone. And then 5 minutes later, bro, sitting on the couch snoring. We all thought he's dead asleep. His eyes are closed. He's like, guys, I'm not asleep. I'm just.
I'm just resting. Nah, he's such a great guy, bro. But like, no, man, like great things for him is coming too. Like he's been shooting for a lot of good guys, or great artists as well. He's doing a lot of like events.
Yeah.
Like
I've
he's
seen
going
a lot
out.
of
He's
it.
going out.
It's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
I think a lot of videographers are making a big come up actually. Like you got like Brendan C. Photo.
Yeah, he's good too. Brendan C. You got
Brendan Cubbage, is it?
Cubbage. I don't know him.
Chechich.
Chech. Oh yeah. I know him. Yeah,
There is a
I've heard of
Cubbage
him.
as
Yeah.
well. Fuck. I can't remember.
You got Just Play, obviously. He's been around for some time.
There's not Sly, sorry, fucking Seto.
Seto, yeah. Seto's also shot for a while now, yeah.
Right now, shooting for
Oh,
fucking Lee Collective.
yeah,
Bro,
bro.
they flew him out to like the Le Mans.
Yeah.
Nah, that's crazy.
Maldives and shit.
Yeah, dude, they did like a Monte Carlo trip.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
some of the cars that they shot that are like $10 million.
Yeah, well, the Lee collection is interesting because that's owned by Lawrence
Escalante
Escalante. That's one. And he started his company
during COVID.
during COVID,
True.
and it's online poker. He owns Global Poker.
That's crazy. So
And
it's like
it's like the only online casino
true.
in Australia.
Oh, it's like a steak.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Dude,
he's
it's
up.
worth 3.5 billion.
Yeah,
God
well, he's
damn.
worth 5.5 now, isn't he?
5.5 now.
Yeah.
Jesus, what are you doing the last
God
month?
damn.
I don't fucking know. He's buying all
crazy.
those crazy cars though. So like,
Yeah, that's
Cali's
crazy.
going up, eh?
yeah,
That's crazy.
no
Like,
shit.
Dude, that's probably how he fucking. End of the conversation.
Well, he's
He's
now the Lee collection's now in with F1. So
No way.
yeah, they're with Ferrari in the F1.
That's crazy.
Can I just say?
I would
get in-
I would
get in with
sponsor
All
Ferrari.
it takes is to buy several thousands of cars.
Yeah,
Pretty easy.
yeah, it's an easy fucking buy-in.
Just
Nah,
like,
that's
like,
crazy.
Like, what would be cool if they brought F1 to Perth?
Yeah.
He probably will. Let's be honest.
I'm just thinking about.
He'll
like-
probably buy Burswood Casino
Where
because that's up for sale right now, and then he will probably
But where are we gonna host a race?
Bro,
probably
they do
build
that in the
a
streets.
whether.
Oh, okay, we're gonna have to build one because we ain't got something that can hold.
Bro, they race in the streets.
Yeah, they race in the streets.
Oh, true.
But like
Bro,
that's
knowing our traffic here, nobody's gonna.
you go over the causeway, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Through the city, back over the causeway, because you'd have to do it at Burswood, like.
near the casino.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah,
of the,
'cause-
Yeah.
that foreshore, that street that goes down to foreshore as well would probably be like a good one to use.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the palm trees and
Melbourne's
shit.
so,
Yeah.
like, Melbourne looks so nice that I'm like, but you would really have to change infrastructure for them to be like, oh,
Yeah.
But Titi, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Come there, fly very far, pay a lot of money. it's a deep one.
Oh. Terrible.
What's this?
2.573 billion. So he could
Fuck.
buy F1.
Yeah, you could.
What the fuck?
I mean, the business is probably not worth that much. That's how much they make a year.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it'd be worth it being in the hundreds, bro, easily.
Hundreds of billions?
At least, because like you think of the NBA, they're maybe worth
Yeah.
5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put all the American leagues together, it's close to 100.
Yeah, true.
I think F1 it's like a global sport, and then you have people like Lewis Hamilton and fucking
Facts.
Sebastian Vettel that are like worth 30 to 40 each. So it's like scale up from there, and then the car companies and Ferrari and Mercedes are probably worth 100 billion just on their own.
It's weird that the numbers after the decimal point is $573 million.
Yeah, that's
Like,
There's more money after.
yeah, like it's no
The
like.
scale of money sometimes is crazy to think about.
Isn't it wild? Like I think about that kind of a little bit too regularly, which is like 1% of all of the fucking world's money
yeah.
is like just a handful of people.
Yeah.
Just a handful.
Yeah. It's like 10 people.
Like what the fuck is that?
It's like 10 to 20 people, yeah.
You got people like literally living in grass huts and they don't want to. And then you've got those like 10 people.
I don't know, man. Speak to JP Morgan, bro. That's that guy's issue.
Did you hear the conspiracy theory about the Titanic?
Yeah.
About how the Titanic was actually another ship that they had. It was called like the Optimus.
He sent out all these fucking competitors.
He sent out all his competitors and then sunk
Nah,
that ship.
Fucked up.
So he destroyed his competitors and got a tax write-off for the Titanic because he didn't want to have to pay for the Titanic. So he killed two birds with one stone, play on words.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like he got a Titanic for free. So apparently there's like another Titanic that they disassembled.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So apparently what they did was there was a brand new one, the old one. They repainted the old one, and everyone knew about it.
Yeah.
Watching them do it.
Yeah.
And then they put out. They said that it was a new one. Fucking old one goes out. 6 new one's a new cruise ship that they use as the Titanic too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fucking weird.
That's weird as shit.
100%, bro. If
That's-
the owner of the boat is like, you know what, guys, I just feel like coming out today.
Yeah, that's
I'm
kind
getting
of
off that
a
fucking
fucking boat.
bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you know
But
what?
see, the
I
thing-
don't feel like going out either.
No, the
Yeah.
thing is apparently the guys that were on that boat, they needed them specifically, certain members of like government,
Yeah.
to sign a bill. But in order to get that bill across, you need to get rid of them. So there's no way to buy them off because they were all holding like entitlements and entities in whatever they were doing. So the only way to do it is put them all on a ship, make it sink.
Yeah.
So that was also another thing that
the
they.
reason I think that would be almost like too much work because JP Morgan's literally one of the wealthiest people
Yeah,
on earth.
yeah,
So like, you would want to less finesse the politics side of things and just finesse the business side of things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there were 100% some like politicians on there that he didn't fuck with, but
It's probably
I
what.
think it was just like, how can I get rid of all the cunts I don't like
Yeah.
and also profit a lot from this
Yeah.
and the publicity not look bad on me at the same time.
yeah,
I'd imagine that's pretty close to what Jeffrey Epstein was doing.
man.
Jeffrey Epstein used them. Yeah, let's.
You know, like.
We're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's probably they probably tanked him though, like because of like what he
Jeffrey
knew.
Epstein used Mossad techniques to.
But
Yeah, well, her father was Mossad apparently,
Yeah,
right?
did you?
Ghislaine
did you,
Maxwell's father.
Yeah. Did you see
Everyone's like, oh, he was rich before.
Yeah, but no. But like, did you see apparently the whole you know that little pod that went down to go find the Titanic and stuff?
Yeah.
Apparently that was just like a little like commercial thing to kind of block everything about like the Biden emails and like things about like Epstein or Maxwell and
Yeah.
shit like that to come out, and they all came out on that day apparently.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? And then I had to go back and look it up, and I was like, shit, they actually like released most of it.
Yeah,
If you-
Comer, the head of parliament, he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
asking
yeah.
questions about it, and like they had to answer honestly.
Yeah.
And they were like, it's kind of weird because I've seen like little videos of Joe Biden and he'll like stutter. Like, you know how he has those brain farts and he stuttered. And then he said, I've sold many of our state secrets.
At the meeting,
At
with Indian president.
Yeah, like
and the guy looked at him and was like, what?
Wait,
like,
what the fuck did you just say?
literally,
And then all
literally.
of this shit like just comes about,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
none of it's being censored.
Yeah.
What is happening over there?
'Cause, I
And
think-
did you see the turnout to the Trump rally compared to the Biden rally? It was like 35 people in a stand for Biden, a whole arena for Trump.
That's crazy.
I can see who's coming back into power.
Because I seen this thing. They were like doing headlines. Yeah, they're doing headlines about like Trump, and they're like, oh, he's feeling too sick because he like apparently in the conference or something he lifted up like a water bowl with 2 hands to take a sip, and they're like,
Biden or Trump?
Trump, right? And they're like, oh, he's like physically unwell. How is he running for president? He needs like 2 hands.
Look at your current president.
Yeah, and then like all these emails about like Hunter Biden and shit have come out, and I'm like, what? Apparently there was an email where it's like I'm sitting right next to like a Chinese foreign like legal person or whatever it is, like high person. He was like, yeah, I'm sitting with my dad right now waiting for your answer, blah blah. If you don't, we're gonna send you a bill for like 250,000. Like they were just reading these emails out loud, and then one of the guys in the conference just come up and says, yeah, we're just gonna have to go under review about the Biden family, blah blah blah. I was like, what the fuck? And everyone's just tripping on the fucking Titanic pod.
My favorite thing about
Like,
Biden is how lit he was all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally just like prostitutes, crack,
Transsexual
He
prostitutes.
did not give a fuck. He was running through everything.
He was fucking everything.
Yeah, badly.
The craziest thing is with the internet, as if the people aren't going to share that.
Yeah, I know.
You know, as if.
Yeah.
Like to think that person has the button for nuclear war at his disposal, and he is like fumbling his words, fucking handshakes imaginary people.
Yeah,
walks the wrong direction in every direction that he walks. Like he will like end up somewhere else, and they're like, "No, Mr. President, this way."
Yeah,
we told you. Ha ha ha. So what the fuck are you talking about?
No, facts. I think
If Australia had that, we'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
We'd roast the guy, bro.
Man, like if you're in America, you're so oversaturated with news,
Everything else.
and everything else that you can't decipher what's true.
Yeah.
So I actually think it's like a really good like. I'll send you the video. There's a video of a Russian economist, I believe, back in the day, way back in the day. He's talking to the guy called Noel Chomsky, who's an American economist, and they just ask him certain questions about how Russia was able to have the Iron Curtain and have a Soviet like type mentality for such a long time, how they've been able to be such a strong, powerful country and control their people so well. And he ran through every like specific tactic that they use. And every single tactic is what America's using today, and what Russia's been using to benefit off American like psyche. So pretty much Russia's for the last 20 years has been waiting to pretty much control everyone's in America's like psyche. So whether it was infiltrating the election and making everyone feel like the whole situation was a like farce. So what's going to happen after that? People don't believe in politics anymore. They don't trust their government. Then they start fucking descending. People start moving to Russia to fight for Russians. It gets deeper and deeper and deeper. But yeah.
No, that's crazy.
I think that's probably enough of the full-on tin hat movement.
Yeah, do you know what? Biden.
Let's get back to the vibes.
Biden just needs to listen to my music. That's all he needs to do.
Yeah.
Oh shit. There's.
Drop that shit.
Is it this video that you were talking about? The full interview with Yuri Bahovich or whatever the fuck it is? Bezmenov? Yuri Bezmenov? Hey?
I think that's the one.
Yeah. So this guy, like, he talks about generational, like, takeover, which is you have to ensue into the universities first. Once you get universities thinking a certain way, which is, like, so against the grain, they'll then push that. And if it's, like, take gender confusion, for instance, do you remember when they came at, like, Jordan Peterson? And, like, he had, like, he put up a certain rhetoric that was like it's so stoic that he wasn't going to abide by like the pronouns bullshit. And they fucking came at him like a motherfucker. And then nobody else wanted that heat. So they all complied. And then they started teaching gender studies. And now you can have a degree in gender science. What the fuck does that mean? Like, what is that? Like, you paid $40,000 a year for nothing. Like, to know what a dick is and what a pussy is. Like, and as soon as they push that on teachers, the teachers don't get the strife anymore. So it goes, those people, generationally, remember, graduate from university, go out into the workforce, and that is the rhetoric that they push into the workforce. Then you see companies comply, like Calvin Klein is doing with their fucking trans ads. So they had a trans woman and a trans man, and the trans man was pregnant, and he was the dude, and he had like no tits or anything, and then the one with the dick had the tits. And like, that's a marketing campaign for underwear. So that's now spilled out. So the generational like degradation of like people's ethics and moral values in America, not so much Australia, because we're like, fuck off. And they're like, okay. But in America, they're like, oh yeah, we really, really need to take care of this. You know, like this is an actual real thing. They can't handle anyone being offended.
No, badly.
Anyone. They just nerf the fucking world.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Where does
become,
that end up?
They just become too touch plant, bro. Like anything touches them, they get offended. But like, nah, it's also because they're not too educated, bro.
Yeah.
No, like you ask them like any continent or country outside of theirs, they just can't name it. You ask them any educational system, they can't name it. Like it's like it's a very deep like it's a very deep
You feel sorry for them?
hole to get into, but like
American like power.
Yeah.
American people, because like, imagine like not having pretty much any control over what you say and do, and you're also like under this massive police state where it's either cops have guns and can shoot anyone, or anyone can shoot anyone.
Yeah.
And it's literally like there's no gray area to like not conforming to your own thing and live on your own, unless you live on the fucking outskirts of society. You know what I mean? Well,
the fuck thing is, like, if you stay up through the whole night or wake up like really fucking early, you can catch at like 4:30 a.m. The Today Show, and the fucking news stories from the Today Show are literally just politics.
Yeah.
And like somebody's house caught fire. Yeah. Like, what that kind of like bullshit is like, that makes America kind of like a little bit fucked, because that's their entertainment at the end of the day as well.
Yeah. No, facts. No, facts.
Is everybody on their phones other than Rack?
Oh, damn.
apart from Blue, yeah.
I just had to check my notifications real quick. Sorry.
Are you addicted to your phone?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I actually am, man.
Congratulations.
I actually am. That's kind of bad. But like, to be honest,
Yeah, but for being honest,
like my only counter argument to that is like I do a lot on my phone, so that's why I do have to be on my phone. But like, nah, I get.
yeah, I'm like on that fine line as well, where you're like, I don't want to have to be on my phone right now, but I have to be on my phone.
Yeah, you know
now.
what I mean. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's just sometimes I just don't fight it. I just like being on. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But like, no, it's pretty
Doom
bad. I spend
scrolling.
too much time on my phone.
Do you
especially.
scroll? Do you like Instagram,
I
TikTok
sometimes
scroll?
like late at night I do, but like if it's like during the day and stuff, it's usually because I'm doing something. But late at night, if I'm just chilling, I get into like a rabbit hole of shit like on
Yeah.
Instagram Reels, bro. I just keep scrolling through and then end up on something I shouldn't be watching, and then like dig deeper into that. It's either politics or it's either like something else that's going on. But
Man, there's this YouTube scientist that like made a good point recently. It was like, if you go back in the day, people like literally just scrolled through channels on their TV. You go further back, families would just scroll through fucking radio stations to find the radio station they liked, and then when that was boring, they moved on. I think it's just a natural thing. Humans get bored.
Yeah.
This is a new way.
One-
Fucking void.
One rabbit hole, because I do the same shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'll go down some deep fucking rabbit. I'll watch some shit on fucking Netflix, and then I'll like research that shit, because I have too many questions. Last night, I was watching Ancient Apocalypse with holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
And they found these caves in Turkey, and it's like an ant system.
Okay.
So it's above a water shelf, so it's a bit of stone, and
Is this underground?
This is underground.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
And I'll put the fucking image up on so people can see as well.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like the amount of rooms, there's 18
God
main fucking rooms.
That's crazy.
And then all of them have ventilation systems, and they've now like gotten to this they haven't carbon tested it, but they can now date it to around about 750 AD.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Damn. And that's lasted like that underground.
underground.
That's crazy.
So ants?
Yeah, that's it. No, it's like an
humans.
ant tunnel though.
Ant.
Yeah.
They look like ant tunnels, right? But
Pretty in depth there.
at that depth, you wouldn't feel the cold, and
Yeah.
they think that like through like a serious fucking storm or some shit, like they started carving this out, and it took
Shit.
them a good 100 years to carve it out.
That's crazy.
They carved it out of like a soft bedrock that was formed by ash compressing over a long period of time.
Yeah.
So below it, there's like a water, like a lake, and it's fresh water. So they have a fucking like an irrigation system that comes through, so you can have fresh water in your room. It's like a hotel underground that they built like 1300 years ago.
That's crazy.
1300 years ago.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
What the fuck is that?
No, what the fuck?
That's wild, right?
Yeah, that's actually wild. That's actually wild.
And like, I don't get it. Like, and they say the pyramids like were built by slaves. in Egypt.
Yeah.
But they were not. Let's be
Oh,
honest.
you think they're not?
Oh, hell no.
Damn.
Hell no.
Hey.
It's way too old.
Okay, so
Okay.
This is where I sort of like kind of go both ways on it. If you look at old ancient like Greek like architecture, you know, and no one ever questions if humans built that. They're like, yeah, people built that, right? You look at even Mayan structures, right? A lot of people assume a lot of Mayan structures were built by Mayans, but for some reason, like people assume the Egyptians just couldn't figure it out. Like in my mind, I'm like, every single culture and every single tribe at that time had their way of doing that thing.
Yeah.
And of course, things are lost in time, bro. Egypt is a sandpit.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
They were like booming way
it's
before
not,
what
it's,
we
okay,
can
you
see.
also look at the
were-
climate, right? Like climates for degradation, you need heat, moisture, and you need, I guess, maybe a lack of cover. You go to like Europe, it's cold. Things get preserved in the cold very easily. There's a lot of fucking history because people took time to put books away.
Yeah.
In Egypt, they were building a lot of shit.
Yeah,
It's
badly.
hot as fuck. Sand blows.
Badly.
Storms come through. Shit gets lost. You know what I mean?
They'll die of like
I
humidity.
generally think it's almost like a slight. It's historically it's like a slight bias, and this is just the African in me that assumes that Africans aren't intelligent enough from that era to have. No, I know that's not what you're saying. What I'm saying is like historically. I'm not saying you believe in it because you think like Egyptians weren't. I'm saying that we've been taught that, but then we hail Greek mythology and Greek architecture. Do you know what I mean? Because you really think that like it was cold. They fucking them up like the Norse mythology's there because it was cold.
Yeah. Well, the craziest thing about
one last thing. Because of how cold it was, people had to be like more prepared for the winter. So everything everyone did was to prepare for winter.
Yeah.
In warmer countries, they didn't have to. Like that's why in Hawaii there's less buildings because you could build a hut and be fine for a whole year.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? You needed like stone and rocks to protect yourself from heat. So you then had to grow and be a little bit more ingenuitive or whatever that is. But yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well,
it's like climate causes for reaction.
Yeah.
There's a couple of different things that they might have had, which is a different technology. You know how we have like pulley systems and stuff to like move shit and like lift things up.
Yeah.
Well, they think that they've actually developed a machine to do this, which is kind of fucking weird. And they're just running patents
like levitation
for it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So levitating with sound waves.
True. Yeah. I've seen that.
And that would make sense because the pyramid of Giza, one pyramid is 600 million stones.
Yeah.
And most of those stones weigh between 50 and 90 tons.
Yeah.
Now, pushing that through, like what they say in generalized history, pushing that through sand on big logs, it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
And how they would pull it up a 10% grade. If you were at the peak of the pyramid and you were pulling up a 10% grade, you would need a big fucking ramp.
Yep.
That's
100%.
a big ramp.
Yeah.
10% is like literally like.
Yeah. No, 100%. Angle wise, no, 100%.
Yeah.
No, what I'd say to that is because I've also seen videos on it. I don't know if it's really that accurate, but like it looks pretty accurate to me, and it's been explained a couple times on videos. But like basically, what they used to do was like any close body of water, they would like build a path where like water would float, right? Because the sand was like so like smooth, you can't drag shit across. It would like build up piles and stuff. They used it to like flatten the sand, and then like whatever water was underneath in like say it's like a drain, and then two sides you're standing with a rope. They drop the bricks in between where the water flows, and they let the rock just float up because like the heavier the rock it'll float up, right? If there's like water flowing, so it stayed and it would like float.
Is that true though? I think rocks.
I don't know how true it is, but I've seen too many videos to be like, oh, okay, it can't be that wrong. Because that kind of makes sense. If they can't move like that big of a rock through sand, the only way to do it is like water. Yeah,
but seeing a bunch of videos is just a bunch of people that agree on one narrative.
No, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And I think that we have like this part of part of our history, we don't have any documentation on it.
Yeah,
we have hieroglyphs that kind of like give us some sort of sense of it, but nobody understands hieroglyphs. What the fuck is that? You know? So like a generalized history is kind of interesting now that we have other forms and methods of how they could have done things.
Yeah.
And I agree with Rack. I think that the intelligence of Africa back then even like was so different to what we had now that maybe we had like a fucking solar flare or something that destroyed like cities and stuff and they all had to go underground like this shit.
Right? And I'm pretty sure it's it was Africans
that's much more plausible than just like
it would make sense for the tombs and shit.
I generally don't think aliens came down.
100%. Because David, in like we're talking about how the rocks were placed. Imagine like how the sun goes from the top to the bottom, the caves they make in between, like the tombs, the seal.
Yeah, everything is
that. And then on top of that, like you are right, like Africans, like back in the day, they used to be like astronomers and mathematicians that went to Egypt and taught them maths and astronomy. Yeah, so like they were very smart. So that is very true. They used to do that, but like when it comes to the pyramid, that's also something like I'm also very interested about. There's like 2 series on Netflix. It's called The Secret Pyramid, and there's like a volume 1 and a volume 2. Volume 2's just got released.
That crazy hair, dude.
Yeah. So like, I watched the first one, and they were trying to find, I forgot it starts with an S. Forgot the actual like how to say the name, but like the person's name starts with an S. If I find it, I'll send it to you. But it was like a pharaoh or a king or something like that. So he was like going through and finding, and like man, like in those like tombs or like pyramids, like each room has like a spell on it or like a charm on it. So you gotta like pray to break the spell, or like there's like booby traps. So it's like if that was really alien made, like I don't really see that to be true, but I think they still made it like humans. You know what I mean? Like, and it was
there's a famous diving like trail. Like you know how people cave dive and they fucking go down these really tunnels. You know, people can die if you don't fucking have a guideline. There's a famous one where there is literally like a passage system that has a treasure, like a piece of treasure at the other end. Heaps of people know about it, people that dive know about it, but it's like impossible to come back. You almost drown if you try to go and grab something. There's a booby trap that's been there for thousands.
It's just like a system, so like you can go witness it, but once you get too greedy and shit,
no one knows how to figure it out.
Yeah,
Jesus.
And like if you go to like
send a robot.
Yeah, not true. But like if you go to like Jordan and stuff as well, if you go to Jordan, there's this place called Petra, Jordan. It's where like the Red Sea, Dead Sea, all that kind of stuff. If you're familiar like with biblical stories, there's a thing called the Red Sea and Dead Sea. So the Dead Sea was like you can float on it, like it's really salt concentrated. Like anyone, you put your head in and open
it's a tourist destination.
On the drive to like the Red Sea or Dead Sea, there's old like buildings and stuff in Jordan where they were all built inside of like rocks. So it's literally a big rock, and then like they sculpted a door, and they sculpted like
rooms,
things inside. So like to see that kind of happen, I'm like, okay, it's kind of true that like we could have actually also done pyramids. So I don't really fall into the whole like alien side of things with that. But like if there's like hidden meanings and messages on the carvings and stuff, maybe true. We might have had like people we might have met or cultures or whatever the case is, but like with that whole side of things, like I do tend to take it in, but I'm also like I haven't really seen one, or I haven't really like there's not much that has like kind of made me go, oh like, certainly we've seen ET or extraterrestrial.
I think I'm just super
like
biased when it comes to like African history as well, because so much artifacts, so many
barely
so much of our artifacts are in everyone else's museums.
Everyone else's museums. Name that
just
one
British.
person's museums. Yeah, exactly.
British museum.
Exactly.
I mean, to be fair, Americans and fucking
that's white people shit.
Americans and the Chinese have a lot of fucking artifacts there as well.
Yeah.
They're still white. Like
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Like, my issue is the fact that like it's in the benefit to have this mystery around Egyptian and certain artifacts. You should then buy more tickets to go. You watch more documentaries, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
Whereas like with the whole Roman history, it's like such a like, for example, Roman statues. A lot of people think the Romans are all white.
No.
The statues are decorated like they turned white because that's the stone. If you go back, there's literally like a famous fucking black there's a famous black philosopher that's it's like the first statue you see when you walk into the Museum of London, and he's literally an African philosopher, but he looks white.
Yeah, because of the stone. Yeah,
he's got like a long curly beard.
Right.
So his statue looks white, so you assume he's white, but he's African. It was a massive reason why London was able to get out of the fucking I think it was like one of the wars that they got into, or some shit, or the Great Fire, or whatever it was. I can't remember the history.
Yeah.
But yeah, look it up. There's a black dude in the fucking London.
That's
Man, like-
fucking wild.
Like,
And yeah.
like I mean,
It's like the main gem that's inside the Queen's hat as well. Isn't that
that's from
India?
like India? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's from India. I mean, basically every jewel on her crown is basically from India. Yeah,
Fucking
100%. Like
old
yeah.
bitch, Camilla. Fuck you.
Nah, 100%. But like apart from like the history, huh?
Today, tomorrow.
No, but like apart from like the history side of things, like the pyramids and stuff, like even if you look at Africa now, they're making like generators out of water. They're making you can power buildings and stuff out of water.
Have you noticed that every single person that does that dies?
Yeah, you see, like anyone that invents shit like
All
that,
of
just
them.
yeah.
They
100%.
all get killed.
There's
100%.
this old dude in the US, this old black guy that's created a massive generator that keeps getting fucking destroyed every now and again.
You see, like
That's powered on literal air.
Yeah.
Sucks
Yeah,
in
yeah.
water vapors or some shit.
so shit
Because
like
they
that,
can't
bro,
sell
like,
it.
it's like-
Yeah.
You know, they can't. They don't profit off the thing that that fuels it.
yeah,
They
yeah.
profit off of these oil companies. You know,
They profit off like fixing the problem.
when you have
And
like
always trying to fix it.
a sustainable source of energy, the companies that are which is so fucking like so fucked up.
Yeah.
You think about it, like if we want to survive on this planet for a long amount of time, further than we have now, and
Yeah.
like hundreds of thousands of years, we're gonna need sustainable energy.
100%.
We can't keep pulling pockets of dead animals out of the fucking ground.
Barely.
Like they say that most of the oil that comes from like pockets of oil, people think it's dinosaurs, like
fossil fuels and
fossil fuels,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's plant matter.
Yeah.
It's trees, which is fucking crazy.
Well, so, yeah, majority of it, yeah, because
Yeah.
only some of it is like dead animals and stuff like that. But yeah,
Exactly.
majority of it, yeah, 100%. Plants
Yeah.
and trees, yeah.
It's fucking
I'm
weird.
pretty sure
Yeah.
engines, when they were first built, were meant to run hemp.
Hemp oil.
See?
Yeah.
It's meant to be like the main source of power. And like most cars were made out of like hemp, like 90% of the car, like seatbelts, materials, plastic.
Hemp was about to take over everything, and then William Randolph Hearst just fucked
He
the
owned all
cunt
the
on it.
copper fucking wires, eh?
Yeah, and they brought out that fuck, what is it called? Wacky Tobacco,
Oh,
the documentary on marijuana, because
Oh.
it was never called marijuana. It was also always known as like cannabis.
yeah,
And
cannabis.
they
yeah,
called
yeah.
it marijuana because that's Mexican for crazy tobacco.
Damn.
So it made you made you stir crazy when you smoked it. That
This
was
guy's racist as fuck.
a campaign. So the same dude,
It's not actually racist.
No.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
we think it's racist, so then we start fighting against each other.
Yeah.
They don't care. Like,
Yeah, gee,
even when
gee.
slaves were being traded, bro, at the time, it wasn't.
It wasn't
because
about
they
that.
decided
Yeah.
We don't like black people.
Yeah.
They just thought, here's a group of people we can take advantage of.
Yeah, barely.
And here's now a form of fucking commerce. or
Yeah.
income or
well, William
currency.
Randolph
economy,
Hearst was a
yeah.
cunt, right? Because like he did two things that fucked America, and like by right of him doing that, it fucked us because we're the little sister to
Yeah.
America. But when he outlawed hemp machines, so they used to take the hemp fiber, or the stem
Yeah.
of hemp,
Yeah.
and run it through a decorticator machine,
Okay.
and then that would turn it into a textile. So it'd be very thin and coarse, but it'd be super strong.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Hemp fibers themselves are, I think, like 25 times
Shit.
the strength of steel,
Yeah.
which is fucking wild. Like everything could have been made from hemp.
Yeah.
And then he said smoking marijuana will make you stir crazy and want to kill your wife. And then they illegalized it, and he was in close with the paper mills. So all of like newspapers, that's
Yeah.
how everybody used to get. I think this was like 1930s or some shit.
yeah.
This guy knew that all the newspapers
Yeah.
were going to change to hemp, and then all of the paper mills were going to go dry.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he didn't want that to happen.
True.
Yeah, and what the other thing the motherfucker did
Yeah.
was pigs are not native to America. They're an invasive species, and that's the highest. I'm pretty sure the most animals
Yeah.
in America, like pigs, are the most, like
Damn.
out of all of them.
Yeah. They love their pork.
Yeah. So every 3 months, a pig will produce a litter, and
Yeah.
it'll be like from like 6 to 12 pigs.
Yeah.
And it's fucking like, that's a lot of pigs. And over that many years, it's now become the biggest source of protein for America. Like
Yeah.
bacon gets eaten every day.
Yeah. Barely.
He introduced those fucking things.
True.
And he did the weed thing. So I can't be mad at him for the weed thing because he gave us bacon.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I can be mad at him for the weed thing because he's like
No,
a
facts.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
facts,
saying?
facts. No, that's crazy.
He was close to Thomas Edison as well. And
Was he?
Thomas, him and Edison were kind of trying to get Tesla to not put out like his kind of theories on how you could get sustainable energy.
Yeah.
So back then, he figured
Yeah,
out
they really
light
fucked up
bulbs,
Tesla, bro.
One end to another end through snow and some weird
Yeah,
osmosis
yeah.
Do you know the company Westinghouse?
Yeah.
You know, like washing machines?
Yeah.
So the washing
yeah,
machine
yeah.
was Tesla's idea.
No shit.
Yeah.
So it was a microwave.
And Westinghouse literally made sure that motherfucker's patent didn't get passed.
Yeah.
Like he had so many patents that didn't get passed that would
Yeah.
be so relevant to
That
us
just used
today.
electricity. Yeah.
Because all of these
That's
people had
funny, like-
fingers in pies.
yeah.
I'm so sorry for it. His history is the saddest invention.
It is.
Man,
it
there was
is.
a-
He got fucked on.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
Everything
There was a
he did
movie-
like so dope.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, there was a movie
did
we
have a-
watched. Sorry. No, you finish what you're saying. I'll get back.
Okay. He did have a dumb idea of like being able to pass like electricity through the air to charge things like battery powered things.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous because electricity through the air is lightning.
Yeah. But see, what he was gonna do is like make sure we can harness electricity so we can use it to power.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
definitely inspired that.
So like, even there was a movie we watched. I think it was like
is it the Disney movie?
no, the guy that played X-Men. What's his name? The guy that played Wolverine. What's his name?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. He's in this movie. Oh man, if I find you this movie, I'll send it to you. It's on Netflix as well. It's like behind like a magician, but like it brings in Nikola Tesla involved in this movie and stuff. And you can just see like the parts where Nikola Tesla's involved. Like the amount of times they made this guy move, they raided his place, they took all of his equipment, and they kept asking for government help. Like it was just the saddest story to see.
That's
But like
fucked up.
it's a pretty interesting story because like he almost tried to do like teleportation device where you can move from one place to another place without physically having to catch a flight, like shit like that. And then
That's
like,
kooky as shit. That's
and
how
then
you end up with pink
he
paste.
used to make a lot of torture systems. So he didn't really make torture systems. He made systems that human bodies can like conduct electricity and pass it on in case we touch it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
But like Germans or whatever took it and used that as torture system. So the electric chair and shit like that. So the electric chair was for us to conduct electricity and pass it on, not for us to get electrocuted by it. But like he used it to or Germans, whoever took it, used it to like interrogate people. So yeah, he made a lot of inventions that would have actually benefited a lot of us. Like cobalt batteries and shit now is fucking apparently is the best thing, but it's actually shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Cobalt's fucking disgusting.
yeah, bro. So it's like, but everyone's like, it's energy efficient, it's this, it's that, but it's really not. Like,
The mines, man.
Yeah.
The mines are so.
oh, I've seen
fucking
one photo, just
disgusting.
one photo, and I think this photo keeps circulating like social
With the
media.
baby?
Yeah, no, not with the baby, with like the amount of people in that mine site.
Yeah.
Do you see that the photo from the top to the bottom?
Yeah.
I was just like, damn, that shit
That
still
one sucks.
happens. Like, what the fuck? Like, I thought we gave up sweatshops and shit, but like, yeah,
No.
Yeah.
And they want to say that like iPhones are like eco-friendly.
yeah.
But then we're pulling cobalt, which is like a toxic mineral out, and like all these people are working for $1 a day. They have kids on their back and breathing
Literally.
in this toxic fucking fume all day.
Literally.
And the soot that they're covered in at the end of the day, it's literally like they're pretty much just blacked out, like
Bro,
blacked out.
Isn't it like the last few years we've had COVID? So like face masks was like a thing that only was.
They
made.
don't even have them.
Yeah, they don't even wear them.
No,
yeah,
no,
they,
no,
they
no,
can't
no.
even. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
so fucked
like,
up.
it's bad.
And you know how much cobalt is required for one Tesla?
How much?
25 pounds.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of cobalt.
That's a lot.
25 pounds.
That's like
10
worth's work of like finding cobalt.
12 kilos.
Yeah, that's fuck.
That's a lot of cobalt.
Yeah.
And they all want to, as soon as you get a Tesla, it's like, oh, yes, I'm so,
Yeah, no, facts. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
friendly. I'm not burning anything.
It's
love
a hybrid.
me. It's not even a hybrid. It's a full-blown
Yeah.
fucking RC car.
Nah, literally. Oh man.
Would you ever own an electric vehicle? I stumbled on my words like a motherfucker just then.
Would I own an electric vehicle?
Yeah.
I'd probably own like the Tesla buggy. Yeah, have you seen the Tesla ATV?
Yeah, that's hard.
The one in like Travis Scott's video, or like
No, I haven't seen it.
You should see it. I'll show.
Is it the really small one that he's
Yeah,
got?
the small one, the gray one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd get that. But like owning getting a Tesla and stuff. Look, I support like Tesla and shit, but like I wouldn't necessarily get an electric car, to be honest.
No.
Because like I don't know if Cobalt's still gonna be a thing. I might as well just stick to like a GT or like a Bentley Continental. I still like looking fancy and shit. But like, nah, if it came down to everything was electric, I'll probably get a Tesla 100%. Yeah.
I wouldn't ever want to drive.
Yeah. See if everything. Yeah, and then I'll stick to Tesla because like that's
that
like
scares me though. Do you know why? Because if there is like a lockdown or if you didn't pay your bills or something, they turn your car off and you can't leave, or they lock your house up. You know, like
do Teslas have like a extra like battery pack? Like
imagine that they just rule out prison systems.
Oh damn!
Right, and you have an electric system in your house, and instead of you having to go to prison, you have to stay home, and they just
that's fucked.
and lock you up.
That's fucked. That's like
the police make sure you're inside.
That's some Black Mirror shit. I can't.
That's where I think that's where we're going. I think that's where we're headed for sure. As a democracy, like power given to the elites.
I think what's going to be worse is because technology is going to take a while to catch up, and I think we'll probably get to a point where our whole household is electric.
Yeah.
But like, I think what's going to happen is we're going to make people police people through like technology.
Well, that's already happening through offensiveness.
So when you look at what happened in COVID, right?
Yeah.
Because they didn't have enough cops to go out and check on everybody.
Yeah.
They made you feel bad.
Yeah, for not dobbing people in.
You dob your neighbor in.
Yeah.
And that's how like it slowly becomes.
We all push back on that though.
What here?
Yeah. We push back on that hard.
There are people in our circles.
Yeah.
Definitely like, nah, fuck that.
Oh, obviously there's
like
1 in 100's a cunt. Let's be honest.
Melbourne, bro, everyone was like, "Nah, don't go out. Wash your hands." The whole 9, bro.
Oh wow.
And I think, like, obviously, depending on the government in your area, it definitely has a lot to do with it. But I definitely remember seeing a lot of people watch people go protest and go, "Oh yeah, you're a fucking idiot. You're
Yeah.
Blah, blah. So it's like
That's fucked up.
Turning people into like mini cops. And also you have everyone with a fucking ring. Sorry?
Yeah, pretty much.
Isn't it strange that whenever a government gets a power, it doesn't want to let go of it?
Oh, badly. I mean, if you got power, would you let go of it?
I'm not a conglomerate.
No, 100%. But like, would you let go of power though? Would you let go of power?
Butter's fucking toasty, you know.
You see, 100%. So I'd be the same too. I would not want to let go of it, but it's like how you use it.
Yeah. It's how you use it, obviously, but absolute power.
To have power and not fucking use it.
Yeah, 100%.
That's my favorite quote. Is absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah.
Like it's so fucked up that that's a thing.
Yeah.
But if technology goes the way everything like security, take security for instance.
Yeah.
If it goes on the same trajectory as all these other things like social media, everyone's connected, right?
Yeah.
If security becomes connected, like if a company comes out with like the craziest security system ever, and it's all under one connection thing, and you know like everyone around you safe, that you're safe, everyone's on the same kind of like the
system,
the app.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what's great?
And then eventually the FBI or the Australian Federal Police, they tap into it.
Yeah.
Or they fucking say, hey, make sure you allow us to lock these fuckers down if we need.
Yeah.
And then they don't tell anyone. Then a pandemic ensues, and they lock everyone in. And they're like, no, we did that for your safety. You can agree, right? We were fucking. It's scary out there.
Yeah.
And then we're all like, yeah, it is scary out there.
Facts.
That's 9/11.
Yeah.
It's like, oh look how fucking dangerous it is. Look what we had to help you do because these guys are just gonna keep flying in here. So now we have to check everyone.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Security down. Oh, fair enough.
Literally.
That makes sense. The building's got bombs.
Nah, that's crazy because there was an episode on Black Mirror that pretty much did the surveillance thing that you're talking about. So it's basically it's the episode with like the mom and daughter, right? So the mom wants to be very like cautious of her daughter and like watch how she's growing up and shit like that.
She can see through her eyes.
She can see through her eyes and shit. So there's like a system implanted in like the daughter that like everything's recorded. The mom can keep special memories or remove certain memories or like just keep some in storage and then like remove it for the daughter, but she can see it on repeat or whatever the case is. So like there was like this whole episode of her growing up, becoming a teenage daughter, and the mom just got addictive to just being like a surveillance person on the daughter. That like if you broke the machine that controlled the cameras or the memories and stuff, how you use it, like if you broke it, you can't get a replacement. That's like one machine. So like she went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, you have to break it. If your daughter doesn't want it, break it. You know what I mean? She's like, no, I'll keep it in a hiding, this and that. But like she kept using it, and then like she saw her
daughter do coke and get fucked.
Yeah, all that shit. And I was like, fuck. And like at the end, like the daughter ended up killing the mom. It was fucked. Sorry for spoiling the episode, but like that was like literally the mom just got battered by the daughter, because she was like, how the fuck are you lying to me? And then ended up, and I was like, bro, if we did them type of systems, yeah, definitely we're gonna kill each other, 100%. I don't support shit like that, but like,
do you think if we got free, like, let's put that scenario in play, like if we were all locked in, right, by big government, and then we all got like a pupil free day, some people would just run, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Like, what do you see? Like, are we gonna attack the government? Like,
if we get a free day of doing whatever?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I necessarily...
No, like the people that band together. They're like, we've been fucking going through this so long.
Yeah, barely.
But they would limit connection between people, right? So they would have like Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, and they'd be like, you know what? You guys can talk for 2 minutes a day, but it's surveillance heavy by algorithms that's like detect what you're talking about.
Yeah. That'd be fucked. That actually...
People in like North Korea, I'm pretty sure, like live that way now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a plausible outcome.
But like, yeah, again, in those countries, you can't do anything apart from do
North
what the
Korea
country
is a
does.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
man.
like you can't have life goals like that. You can't think outside the box, bro. You got to do exactly what they tell you.
Yeah.
When they tell you. So it's like, if you want to live like that, there are people that do like just living that because they don't want to take too much of like the Western world or what the world is right now. But I get that. But like, yeah, man, if you want to live that controlled, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, do what you're told and work your way up the ladder.
Yeah, like.
Then descend.
Yeah.
Just keep your mouth shut. Keep your plans ahead. And if you get a little bit of time to regroup and talk to someone to get on your side, do what you can.
And that,
well, that's what that Yeon Mi Park did.
The one
that got out.
She's doing all the podcasts now.
Yeah.
Dude, some of the stories she tells, man, I'm like, what the
No, that's
fuck?
crazy.
You guys are living on different time out there, eh?
She's sexy as fuck. Bro, look at them.
oh, is this the North Korea? Yes,
look
this
at
that girl that went on the.
What the fuck is that?
Not my type, no, unfortunately.
She's a doll, bro.
She's the one that went on Joe Rogan, right?
Yeah.
Hey, she's the one that exposed like
She'll build like a house, you know what I mean?
Well, she was
something warm to go inside.
Yeah.
Outside.
Well,
Looks like
think
a
about
sci-fi,
it. She grew up eating like rats and trash.
Yeah,
That's fucked.
You know?
And leaves and shrubs.
Yo, anything you can get your fucking fingers on, man.
Yeah, that's great. But like I guess someone like her, she's always got to like. I don't know if she looks over her shoulder every day in case something happens to her after exposing the type of shit. But like,
to be fair, man, she could just be a fucking agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like you can never know, but like again,
Imagine that.
it's good of her to like come out
On the
about
Joe
it.
Rogan Experience.
In my opinion, I think she like what she's doing is actually more agent-like than it is like someone that's like defected and like is talking.
She's passed through because
Yeah.
she seems authentic.
Yeah,
she's also-
yeah.
I ain't pointing fingers because she's been through some shit and her story
Yeah,
is
that's what I'm
fucking
saying.
horrific.
Yeah, that's what
like
I'm
she
saying.
got
That's what I'm
sold
saying.
by like sold to two retarded. Oh, I shouldn't say that. But they, I mean, retarded farmers, and they were buying slaves. That's what they were doing.
Yeah,
They bought her mother and her, and then she escaped them.
That's crazy.
Imagine that though, like
crazy.
a guy like just fucking sowing the field, and he looks up and he's like, "Hey, get back here!"
Yeah. Nah, literally, and like to think that still like is happening, and like for her to just come out and what she's probably like in her mid-20s.
No, dude, she's like 40.
Oh, she's 40.
Yeah,
Okay,
bro.
so
That's what I'm
she
saying.
looks very young. She looks very
she's banging.
Yeah,
She's banging.
but like for her to come out like that and to say like, oh man, like there's still slaves still being bought back home and shit like that, like to come out and expose that way, it's kind of sad, bro. Like some people like living like that, but then some people just stuck there, they can't get out. They're not like legalized to get out or approved to get out of the country or like. Yeah, it's kind of shit.
A point earlier that I glossed over in my mind for some fucking reason was like we do take what we've got for granted.
Oh yeah, quite a lot.
Like the amount of shit that the other people are going through in this world, like in every country, like not just here. Like shit's happening in every fucking country.
Yeah.
But the ones that really go bad, like that get it bad rather, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
no, bad.
there's parts of Africa that are real fucked up.
I'll
There's
tell you now,
Southeast
The
Asia.
reason I'm even in this country is because of shit went full left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I'm from,
Bro,
thing
like-
with me as you, same thing with you.
Yeah, bro. Like even for us, like we had a change of
Your shit's
presidency.
going off right now, bro.
Yeah, like we had a change
It's
of.
fucked up.
Where are you
so,
from?
So I'm Sri Lankan, right?
Yeah.
So we used to have like this president back in the day. I'm not gonna name his name. It was a president before this one that we've currently got.
Mm-hmm.
But like he had like 2-3 sons, and like all he did was, instead of like developing the country, because we're like a fucking island, bro. Like any money would help us. You know what I mean? Like we're still like a third world country developing is crazy. Like we're not even close to India in certain ways, you know what I mean? So it's like cool. Like we started getting money in because of tourism and shit like that, and then like the dad and the uncle, so the whole like cabinet of like government was like family relatives, their uncle, aunties, everything, right? So
That's not good.
then the 3 sons were like head of this, head of that, head of this, right? They ended up just spending like the country's money on Lambos and Ferraris and racing them down the street and shit like that. So like the country's money like valuation just dropped heavy because like we weren't using it for the right things and we weren't like progressing. We're just at the same state. So we had to get rid of him, right? He even changed like the notes into his face. And like, there's only certain presidents we used to do that for because it's like a respect thing, you know.
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
get to a certain point of respect or like goatedness. That way we go do that. So it's like for him, he just wanted the $100 bill to be changed to him. So everyone got new $100 bills, whatever. Like, kind of just fucked up the country in a bit. And then we got this new guy. The guy came in and he started using the money for himself and going on holidays, Maldives, this and that, like family, this and that, whatever. It's getting caught with cases. And then like the country literally got fed up like a couple months ago. As soon as he flew out the country to go for his holiday or meeting or whatever, global summit or whatever, they all raided the entire like president's house and they stayed there for like 3 days straight. The whole,
Jesus.
like half the country. They stayed in his pool. They pissed in his bathroom. They did everything.
Good.
The guy couldn't come back home. And if they wanted him to come back home, it was like the police and shit that had to do it. Some police were pissed off too because like some of them get paid, you know, to hide certain charges and blah, blah, blah. But it's a third world country. There's a lot of shit that goes on. So it's like countries right now is on a bit of a line that you just don't want to, if you go back now, like, I'm not too sure if I want to go back right now, but I would love to go back eventually, 100%. But like right now, if it's like too political like that, I anyways came out of there for political reasons, so I'm not trying to go back there for political reasons. But like it's same there, like with Africa, it's same there in the Middle East. Like it's just all over happening right now because like I think everyone's just slowly waking up, bro. It's just like fuck, you've been fucked over like for 100 years straight. Now you gotta wake the fuck up, you know. Like slavery wasn't like the only thing that was fucking everybody up, you know, and like inequality with men and women. It's like all of this other shit that's happening. So it's like, we're about to witness a whole new era of like, tough shit. So
are there any strong political candidates that could take over the ranks
right now?
Yeah, like anyone that like you see in cabinet that like, you know what,
like back home?
Yeah,
back home, not really, because again, like cabinet is still like family relatives and shit.
Oh, so it's still like that now.
It's still like that now. So it's like it's very tough because like with a country like that,
that's
bro,
wild.
Yeah, bro. With a country like that, it's like once you get to a certain level of power, you can put anyone on and no one's gonna question it.
Yeah.
So like it's whoever you want to put on in a sense, but like if the country is gonna run into a way, like man, if I put my family on and the country's running smoothly and we're making like more revenue than we were like a year before, then no one's gonna question it. But then if you're gonna put your family and not make shit done or not even fix the roads or like the drains in the country, like someone's gonna say something and then you're gonna have people chase you down with like banana tree knives and shit like that. You know, so it's like it's crazy back home right now. But like again, all love and respect and hope they can sort that shit out. But like it's a bit tough time, and especially after like the whole like Queen passing away and shit, like all of us trying to get our jewels back. So we're trying to get everything that's owned to us back. So like there's that whole situation dealing with like the United Kingdom and shit like that.
Well, is that a real thing?
Like countries are trying to get their shit back because the Queen. So the only reason countries could not get their stuff back was because the Queen was alive.
Right.
So as soon as the Queen passed away, everything is not. It's no more like the Queen's judgment because like. Again, what's his name? King Charles, is it? Charles, that got anointed recently. Is it him? Yeah, King Charles. Like he doesn't have much of a say, bro. This guy passes out like every like half of the day. Like you know, he doesn't really care about them. Yeah, you know, like he's like a buyer. He's literally like a
Have you
buyer.
seen his fat hands?
Yeah, bro. No,
What the fuck is that?
Apparently, there was a story like he tried to do something to the Queen's corgi, and then he got like a spell put on him, and that's why he looked so ugly afterwards. But like, I think that was just like a made up story. But like, no, man, like, you reckon? I don't think. I don't think there's too much weird shit that happens in that palace, bro. But like, honestly, like it's good to see countries coming back for what was theirs. You know, the same way like how everyone fought for like the rights of any colored person is like the same way we need to have like our jewels back. That's what brings people to our country. That's what makes us authentic and unique as well. Like it's what we've got. It's our thing. You know, you guys go find your own thing, and I don't know what thing they've got apart from English breakfast, but like. Yeah, no, like honestly, that's
They got your jewels.
Yeah, they got our jewels. Yeah, that's the thing. But like, no, honestly, like, yeah, politics right now, man, it's a touchy subject to be honest.
Jet lighter.
Yeah, we just talked about it for an hour.
Yeah, we did. That's why I was like, I don't want to say too much because like it's a very very touchy subject. But like, yeah, again, like I also try to stray away too much of politics as well.
Do you know what fucks me up is? American politics is so entertaining that Australian politics, who knows what's going on?
No, do you know? Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that? Yeah. Why do we know more about American politics than we do Australia?
It's because like the way we're brought up, bro. It's because like we're just taught to learn about the world, whereas America just learns about America.
Nah, dude.
Like,
you know what I think it is?
It's
Australia's like, and this is gonna sound like some extra tin hat shit.
Yeah.
Australia's a test subject for every other country.
No, see, maybe for Australia, but like if you look like
if you look at it this way,
yeah,
we have just the right amount of population, with the right amount of land mass to test small pockets of things. For example, like let's say COVID was a perfect one, right?
Yeah.
Western Australia was a test subject on if you let people have a little bit more autonomy, and weren't as locked down, whereas the rest of Australia was locked down. And then you sort of translate that to other countries. So
facts.
For example, countries like Germany and stuff like that probably weren't hit as bad, but then Italy was completely decimated. So I think of Australia as like the test subject for America and like Europe.
No, 100%.
That's an interesting philosophy to have on Australia. We kind of are.
So
I mean, we were like the island for cons.
We're involved from the external. We're never in the shit with anyone.
Is Australia you know how you hope that like they do all the medicine testing on the prisoners?
Do you think they do it here?
We're the prisoners.
We're the rats.
We are, right? We're literally like the 2-pound poms.
Yeah.
That's what they called well, they were pretty much slaves. They were paid prisoners.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
no, they still have them types of jobs here. It's like, come be a tester for this or come tester for that. We'll pay you like a monthly salary and shit. Come back for like they still have them like jobs here. But like,
I think if you look at like it streams down from our news into like just the way politics works. Like it's all very mundane on purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even back home, I was hearing stuff about like Australia and America. Like, but I guess if I go to America, the only thing I'm gonna hear is literally about America. Like any news outlet, like any podcast, like anything, any radio, it would just be about America. There's nothing about like outside world, in my opinion, from what I can see and what I've like seen so far.
That's what fucks me up with the idea of celebrity.
Yeah.
How long have we ran for?
Hey.
How long have we ran for?
Last time we went like 2 hours.
Doesn't matter. I've done a 4-hour.
Fuck, dude.
But like, no, like honestly, yeah, that's like what was I gonna say? No, like with American shit, man. Like, yeah, it's very like topic to talk about. They used to be fun to talk about. Like talking about America used to be fun. Like, oh man, I can't wait to go there. I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to meet these people. Like, blah, blah. Now you just like fuck going to America, bro. Like fuck that. Like, nah, I ain't trying to deal with half that shit. You know, like.
But you got to remember that all the things that you see in the news have already happened. That's why they're news stories.
Yeah.
And only the worst of the worst gets on the news, or like gets into media.
Yeah.
Like remember that Travis Scott fucking shit where like that rampage and all those people. I think it was 8 people died.
Yep.
Astroworld. That's the one. Like fucking what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
no, like the way they try to pin it on him and stuff. Again, like there were apparently like hidden meanings and things apparently in that concert and shit. But apart from all that shit, it's like you can't pin it on the guy performing, bro. Like apparently, we watched the video literally like yesterday. I think it was the Breakfast Club, and they were saying like the guys in his ear monitor were saying that like we're stopping the show. They didn't even give him a reason why he's stopping the show. They just said we're stopping the show. Lights are going off. Like that's it. Get off stage. if you say that to any artist, bro, without a given reason of like, oh, there's a fight breaking out, we're stopping the show, he's gonna keep continuing. He's gonna think you're a dickhead and you're trying to stop him off stage. You know? So like, apparently there was people in the crowd saying stop this and that, but I didn't see all that. But like, yeah, they just try to pin it on him. And again, that's a bit fucked up because like, again, if you're looking at like artists and celebrities and shit like that, he's in a part of a minority of celebrities that like, if his name got tarnished, that's it for him. You know, he can't come back from it. But if you did it to some other celebrity that like, you know, it just didn't affect them the same way it would affect Travis Scott, then they would have been fine. But like the way they try to tarnish his name and shit was not the best, you know. Just say he was trying to open gates to hell and blah blah blah, all this shit on this concert. Like, don't get me wrong, his music influences a lot of those sounds and blah blah blah, not like devilish sounds and shit, but like he just influences ambient noises and shit like that. That's his whole like thing, you know. He's a rager, he goes crazy at his concerts. But like, yeah, when you start putting all the devil's gates and blah 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 behind the guy, like you gotta let him catch a break for a second, you know. Like he just had like 10 people die in front of him. Like, what do you want him to do, bro? Like,
and it wouldn't have happened if he wasn't there, which is fucked up.
Yeah, so it's like,
I kind of like feel
but
less sorry about for is
if
Travis Scott had a history of having calmer presence in front of his audiences. Like, if you look at a lot of Travis Scott videos prior to that concert, he asked people to, like, there was another dude that jumped off a fucking platform. He forced to jump off a platform, ended up in a wheelchair at one of his concerts. He's like in Paris, like he purposely incited a riot. He asked everyone to rage and run into this building. He kind of has that sort of
like that. But like, even in this,
it didn't help. His image. Also, he's not very liked as a person because he's not as personable as a person. So I think all those things were just like, it definitely didn't help his.
I couldn't imagine.
Now, one thing they said was like the security tried to stop as a certain amount got in, because like that venue that they did Asherwood in wasn't actually a venue. They had to like block it out.
It was an outdoor area, right?
So they had to block it out, kind
like
of thing.
A car park or some shit.
So like, you know, it's like a normal event. Like if you're at a club, your cap limit is capped. You gotta wait till people in line and then tell them if someone walks out and you go back, or whatever the case is, right? Got to a point where like Travis was just going crazy on stage. People just like waiting to see him. As soon as they heard Travis, they all pushed the fences down and they all ran in. So it's like, again, not his fault. Number two,
apparently there was
a
security guard that got caught under the fence that was on the other side of that fence and died because they trampled over the fence.
Just didn't give a shit. You'd see them like, there was videos of them, like, you know them toilet pods. They were just running, bashing through toilet pods. It's
they didn't give a fuck.
Just waiting to get like the guy didn't get on stage yet. So like, but yeah, you know, all that shit. But like, again, it's pretty sad to see shit like that happen, and you don't wish that on any artist to ever have something like that go down. But like, it's sad to see, and for an artist to deal with something like that, that's deep, man. Because like, again, to certain people, like your fans are like you're like everything in a sense, you know. Like if you grow to a certain like fan base and stuff like that, you get to a certain point in fame, then like your fans are almost like your go-to people. Like they're the ones that tell you you're good, you're not good, blah blah blah. So to see like people that pay to come see your shit and then you see them die in front of you, that's sad, bro. Like he's probably going through some shit, but like yeah.
Have you had many fans reach out for your music?
I've had a couple people message me about my music. 100%, man. Like it's always been like the loveliest shit. Like it's actually so sweet. It's like, oh man, like I can't wait to add you onto my playlist going forward. Like you remind me of him. You give me inspiration, and it's just nice words. Like it's words I don't even expect. Like every time someone messages me, I just screenshot and keep it on my phone. You know, I keep their like, because it's like on Insta or messages, so it's like their logo and then the message they send. So I just keep that just for memories, kind of thing. It's always nice, man. It's like that's the main reason why I started it. It's like to reach people, like, you know, like my music's more for people that are going through shit in a sense, or whether it's that like anxiety, whatever it is. Like if you feel it touches you, then that's it. Like just move on with it, you know, listen to it, keep it with you type shit. So my music's always to touch someone. It's never to get on a stage and jump off it, but like it's definitely to touch people.
I'm a big believer of I don't give a fuck who made the song as long as it's fucking good.
100%. And like if the song's good, you're gonna remember the guy's name. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that's like that's the best part of it. So no, 100%, man, 100%.
So what is the plan for? Are you gonna do like a release show or something for One Love?
So no, I'm not doing a release show, but it's following up with the show on the 23rd. So the one at the Raceway.
Okay.
So I'm definitely gonna try do something at the Raceway. Hopefully we're gonna try shoot a video at the Raceway. Nothing's gonna be said so far, but like it could be for an upcoming release. You never know.
Yeah.
But like we're gonna try to do something. So if anyone's watching this and you want to come down and be a part of the video, feel free to. I would love to have. The more people there is, the better the video is gonna look. So 100%. But yeah, no, I'm following it up with the show. But One Love, it's more of like, it's more for the people just to like sit back. You know, you can light a joint, light a cigar to it, listen to it, enjoy it, vibe out to it. But the next 3 to 4 singles, you're gonna come out and get wasted with me because it's gonna be heavy singles. So 100%, 100%.
Any collabs in the works?
Yeah, quite a few actually.
Oh,
quite a few,
shit.
quite a few. Some names you guys might know. I'm not gonna say any
Don't
names
say
at the moment,
anything.
but some
Tell
names.
me off camera.
Yeah, 100%,
Yeah.
100%. But then there are some guys that are up and coming that could really do a crazy impact in the scene, man. And it's good that like I was even able to, you know, link with them and make music with them. So like, yeah, there's quite a few guys coming forward, and hopefully like I could get singles out with them as well. So yeah, it should be good. It should be really good. I'm actually excited, man, for what this next year holds.
Baby Bleu, this has been fantastic.
Thank you, my man. I appreciate you.
And dude, listen, this is fucking like been a year since I've seen you. Still full of life, still smiling like a motherfucker.
Thank you.
That went wild. We talked about some crazy shit.
100%. Hopefully I'll have Slapper here next time.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. How can everybody reach you?
So you can reach me on Insta, Spotify, TikTok, anywhere. It's all under the same name. It's at babyblue_9. So you can reach me out anywhere. There's a pre-save link in my Instagram bio for One Love. So if you want to go listen to it or want to preview the video on the day, click that link and you'll get to it.
100%. That's fucking dope. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Roadshow. Have a great night.
Take me home, I wanna know if you're down, ready to go. Wanna fly away with you, float